And leather to hide. Home team, DMU, nigga, feng shui. You heard? The panel. These past 2 years, been dumb focused, gun toting. Any nigga in my path, belt the ass with a gun smoking. I'm not joking. Fetty hit me 30 days prior. Son trolling. Niggas tried to catch me slipping with a month notice. Like, y'all book paper back on Static versus this nigga like he can see me, dog. They said you be dead, Mike. So I gotta go for Gusto off Rick. Cause these bitch ass niggas remind me of CB4, fake ass Golden Squad. This is a scene I seen before. We could have put this on any card for niggas to see me, dog. The fuck Fetty pick Static for? Oh, he must want me to turn your TV off. Ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun and his bullets involved. Guns don't kill people, nor do people. It's the bullets, of course. Gun in my hand and I notice. Don't ask what I'm pulling it for. Brain splattered and posted note all over the wall like a bulletin board. Which reminds me, to piggyback off of that quote, if you don't like anything tonight that I wrote, I don't give a fuck because I'm with all the smoke. Trying to be like me, but you just a little square paper. And I bet not catch you posted note. I'm down, yeah, I was down to my last. Couple racks in the cig. I don't cry about it because I'm a grown-ass man, plus it is what it is. Spent my last on a quarter bird. Went to Maryland. Served the nigga 4 ounces of shit. A real bad boy. Because I remixed it and put all my faith in a bag. Now, when it comes to remixing, I'm fucking nice. Now, I know you think I'm talking about music. No, I'm the fucking type to shoot you some fucking white. I shorted a nigga a quarter brick, and low-key, it wasn't right. This could have been Henny, but I felt like they gave me you to spite me. If this was medieval times, that treason a reason to smite thee. Well, they gonna put you in a casket suited nicely. A funeral with all your friends and flowers gonna be kind of pricey. They gonna sell a lot of chicken dinners to pay for it with a side of iced tea. And your mother, she gonna get front row seats at the garden. Like Spike Lee, we get it popping. Really popping on the block, like Beach Street. Ain't worried about ops running down. We keep heat. You need weed? I'll get you a low ticket like SeatGeek. You owe cheese, and I'll make your nose bleed like cheap seats. I'll $150 both sides of your face till it's symmetry. I'll shoot you over my emotions, literally. Like, you strike a nerve, I'm killing you because it's killing me. Literally. Like, I'll trigger you just because you triggered me. Clips of rain. Headshot your bitch. Facts. I trigger you just cause you trigger me. Clips of rain. Headshot your bitch. I'll cut your dame. Headshot Thai noodle with the bigger John. Lil John, you better get low, man. Notice won't notice a bullet till it hits your frame. Factory reset. They gonna switch your brain. You getting clipped today. They gonna find notice on the door like eviction day. I don't give a fuck. Yo, I don't give a fuck who you are. I've been shooting niggas and rapping about it for over 10 years, nigga. I'm a shooting star. Y'all keep acting tough till I really boom your star. Y'all thought everything was fine till I put notice on the windshield. Nigga, move your car. Me versus y'all. We've been through this before. Max, Ish, Authentic, they all failed the course. Y'all asked about Blake and Henny. Niggas never held the torch. Fuck y'all gonna throw at me next? Stacks? The fake Henny? No, great Henny. That nigga Taylor Port. My brother's right. My brother's ride. Feeling full of shot at him, even my mother slide. I had grams all in my van way before Sonny and accessorize. You better than who? Tell her to fucking lie and fucking die. Till I put a gun in J Love and make her fuck and die. Not for nothing. MTO be fucking bluffing. Your Achilles don't exist. You niggas stand on nothing. I make J Love suck dick or get the switch. You think I'm fronting? Sue Young head better be the bomb or I'm gonna push the goddamn button. Fuck you talking about? Wake up, bro. I love you, Sue. I love violence. Him beat me, cuz why? I spot him. Had folks shoot him while cuz drive. No, I had money, yeah. I put money on 8 like bait, not cuz styling. I had choppers surround 8 like Congo Skull Island and get the rest killed. And I yell college money with coke. We get the best deals. For all the times my moms had to stretch meals. Conviction when I rap. I get that lock so tiny desk feel for real. Y'all niggas don't sell coke fast as us. Y'all talk drug talk, but we really got the cash to back it up. I was 13. I was superstitious. Every day was Friday the 13th. We had the baddest luck, so I sold crack for us. My mom cried and asked why you acting up. I told her, I step on crack for you because you broke your back for us. What the fuck is he talking about, bro? What? Go. I said I step on crack for you because you broke your back for us. Dropping bombs on fiends like Baghdad. Good coke, I had that. Bad coke, I bagged that. Next time, I can't have that. Mixing shit, experimenting on links like lab rats. Did you know a compressor could do good things to a bad batch? Made 20 racks that month and party with Rose. Hit a lick on my whiteboard. He know how to rock out with his drum. We made a lot of bands together. He and that lick was a cold play. So drugs, not because we want to, we had to. So much work, the fans rush, you can't flush in the bathroom. I had a half ounce of the gun in my book bag back in the classroom. Got older and got a big bag of dust like a vacuum. Birds of meth. Crystal.
Keep going.
Got a big bag of dust like a vacuum. Birds of meth. Crystal A-Way. I was Breaking Bad too. I probably had your bitch breaking glass too. Last battle, I took they bitch to Pound Town. Well, this battle, I'm taking your bitch to the Smash Room. Yo, bro, I catch fades for my niggas. Got grades for my niggas. Catch strays, make waves, shot K's for my niggas. So work. I even gave Kane to my niggas. You niggas scary, Tyler Perry. Because before the big screen, I really made plays with my niggas. Yeah, I'm the best here. I'm the best here. Get shot in the face, don't wear a vest here. This UConn Husky or bring a Virginia Tech here. I'll red shirt him. He gonna survive, but his ass gonna sit out till next year. Yeah. Hide all you want. I'm gonna find you, Holmes. One phone call, you getting dropped like Obama phones. I'll put money on you, great. I'll put money on you, great. I'll turn your existence to a plate. Basically, you getting scraped. I'll stomp a bone out your ass till I hear something break. I'm trying to stomp your fucking ears together with the gang. So don't ask my opinion about 100 niggas versus 8. Ask about me in these streets, pussy. And they gonna say I'm official, plus thugs roll with them, part. Bunch of get money niggas, because the thugs roll. Yo, y'all know the rest. Let's get it. Oh, my fault.
I can't speak for the rest of these niggas, but I'm a real one. Notorious notice, I'm back, y'all. It's about to be a ill one. Shot to the face. I came to kill some. The only reason why I got a finger gun in your grill, because they wouldn't let me come in with my... I told y'all there's no more games. I stay with a revolver like Robo-Leg. Dome shot. Your soul gonna raise. Now you niggas is paperless like auto pay. I will follow you. I will follow you all the way to the bank. Chase paper. You'll get folded, then left somewhere. I just save paper. Coroners can't draw. They just outline the body in chalk. Trace paper. This shit'll go from analog to digital after I erase paper. 30 on me. 30 on me. Nigga, I will hand you a perk. Glock. Take you off your feet. I'm just testing your vert. You be designing your own merch, so you know how this works. Once this heat transfer paper, you gonna go in the shirt. After Bud, fire. Yo, I'm still in the vert. What? Glock, take you off your feet. I'm just testing your vert. You be designing your own merch, so you know how this works. Once this heat transfer paper, you gonna go in the shirt. After Buds, I figure I'll be seeing at least money, a dog. You know, a true goon meeting. You wasn't in my sight. I was looking over paper, proofreading. I really be outside.
That was dirty.
I really be outside, moving work. You can see I'm all about my fitness. I swear on my silver soul, I done fucked up some of the cleanest kitchens. Big nigga, tray banging like Wallace on the Pistons. And I will place this ratchet under paper, because it's forever money over bitches. You never mattered to me. The code I follow is anciently scripted. You can't understand it. I live by commandments. This shit was written in stone before paper existed. If I get my... Are we serious? This shit was written in stone before paper existed. If I give my sister a letter word, Nigga, she gonna let a text spit. That's J Grays in your mind. And you not even thinking about your ex bitch. You really be in spaces? J Grays in your mind? You not even thinking about your ex bitch. You really be in spaces bragging about great places? That's straight shameless. Giving out info that nobody needed to know. Okay, you hit. But after you, she went and got herself a bitch. And that was eons ago. You niggas do anything for a buzz. You niggas do anything for a buzz. That shit make me want to kill niggas. When I'm not around, they be moving like fake cowboys, a bunch of weird niggas. When I pop out, all the personas drop. Yeah, everybody a chill nigga. Andy from Toy Story. See all that fake shit? Stock for a real nigga. You niggas be flagrant. See all that fake shit? Stock for a real nigga. Man, you niggas be flagrant. On my soul, I done sent niggas to places, but I will never talk about it. It's like I did it in Vegas. Your death is on demand. They won't even make a wake for you. Just an open casket funeral. That shit'll be a pay-per-view. Nah, hold on. Nah, hold on. Nah, hold on. Just wait for it. I only said pay-per-view because your family gonna have to pay for it. I'm really aping. I make a call, the whole jungle coming over. But I tend to crash out a lot. They always telling me to keep composure. They be like, bro, get a grip. I did. Big 40 in the holster. I held from wrist. What's done is done. I'm not the type of nigga to go and make amends. A lot of niggas only ever shot a nigga because y'all had no choice. It was either yourself or them, not me. The first time I ever shot a nigga, it wasn't in self-defense. I needed bread for the family, so I had to trap to go get it. Fuck the system. I know they want me back in the prison. No position is too small. So to my YNs, please watch how you act in them trenches. Because I know niggas who played minimum roles and still got a maximum sentence. I'm from prison, New York. I'm from prison, New York, where I make enemies way easier than I make friends. I move with an animal instinct because I spent most of my life caged in. I had to cut a few niggas. I'm from prison, New York, where I know how to make enemies way easier than I make friends. I move with an animal instinct because I spent most of my life caged in. I had to cut a few niggas just to get a break from the fake shit because I couldn't just pick up and go. So I had to use box trips as a vacation. You know the saying? What? What? I couldn't just pick up and go, so I had to use box trips as a vacation. You know that saying, sticks and stones could break bones, but words could never hurt me? Yeah? To me, that shit is ridiculous, because I watch grown men cry a river after they sentencing. I really got trust issues. And it's my brother for. I blame that nigga, because he said he got me for life, and then he died, and I still haven't forgave that nigga. So I'm warning you. I stay in a bad mood. I'm really the sauce in the hood. Ragu. Any issues? I Cinderella. No glass shoes. I'm from the jungle. What we talking? Birds? Zazu. You niggas not see. I'm warning you. I stay in a bad mood. I'm really the sauce in the hood. Ragu. Any issues? I Cinderella. No glass shoe. I'm from the jungle. What we talking? Birds? Zazu. You niggas not seasoned enough. Bad food. Pulled up for my checkmate. This your last move. All my stones posted solid. Statues. I will pop out, open up and peel. Capsules. So the gun plug, give me a crescent. Half moon. Now you monkeys, assed out. Baboons. In the gutter. Permanent. Black Maxing gloves. Like raccoons. I'm from the army. I'm a soldier, boy. I will drag you. I'm roll. Are you serious? I'm rolling up. I ain't come to play. You know what's up. Snakeskin on the handle of the Glock. I stand on business. Every single one of my bids I max through. Clips pop. Please don't worry about what my dad do. I am not a clone. I never spoke to 12. I just did my time like I... Yes. I stand on business. Every bit I done maxed through. Clips pop. Please don't worry about what my dad do. I am not a clone. I never spoke to 12. I just did my time like I had to. So saying I told can get a kid slayed, because that's bad news. Wait. I said clips pops, clone, kid slayed, bad news. I'm just speaking facts in here. NYC subways. These platforms got a bunch of rats in here. Here go another nigga who think I won't shoot just because we in public. The last nigga who said you won't notice ain't see it coming. Oh yeah. Ain't see it coming. Oh yeah. I feel like Kid Goku with this stick. Hit him with an extension out of nowhere. See my methods, relentless. Crime scene, horrendous. They said you gotta go. Cool, I'ma end this. Chopper, sit him up high. Oh, he thought he was on cloud 9, but it was Nimbus. I told y'all last time that the coke was so white, Santa Claus tried to land on it. Well, I cooked all that shit up. That white bitch is way better with a tan on it. I am New York breaded. That's why I live the way I live. You might catch me with the big homies at a Knicks game. You know what the fuck that is? Big B's in the garden. Honey, I shrunk the kid. I don't do the battle rap politics. Notice that I stick to the bars. I put this straight drop against some bullshit that stick to the jaw. I got a clip full of bucks. I load my hammer every time I get an itch in my palm. I came to kill some. Nigga, I just finished the job. Oh.
Make some noise. Come on, give it up, man. Give it up.
On the grind, yeah, I do this all the time. Wake up in the morning, go get a state of mind. I done failed so many times, but I gotta keep trying. I ain't giving up, nigga, put it all on the line,
Oh, here we go. Let me do it real quick. One second. Welcome to the All right, I'm done. What is going on? It is a Monday where we talk about anything, pretty much. But it seems like today we're going to go into this breaking news that we have. I was going to talk about the Trump emergency announcement to the nation about his strikes on Iran. But it seems to be about 20, 30, 40 minutes ago that there is already the quickest World War ceasefire ever. Goodness gracious. What's up, Butterfly Joan? What we doing up in here? Jesus, it's quick. I was like, wow, this is amazing how quick this was. Anyway, Jesus, I wasn't even ready for that. I was literally waiting for the show to start and this shit came down. I was like, oh my God. Let's see who's in the building. We got Zoomer in the building, Mayo, the motherfucking monkey, Kingdom Minus already in here saying what's up. Hit that like button on the way in the room. Absolutely. We got Stephen Hall in the building says good evening, chat family, and Mayo says a whole lot of shit. Uncle Tom, I still say your canines rap better. My dogs don't. They make a lot of fucking noise. I tell you that goddamn much. But I mean, let's stay here. Yeah, it's just crazy. I didn't expect that announcement, but kind of fucked up what I was doing today. But you know, it seems that Trump keeps winning, and winning. It's crazy. Even the emergency Supreme Court lifts a lot. 10 out of 12. Not 10. Nah. Trump wins 10 out of 12. Goddamn. Fucking lawsuits that's been for fucking immigration. So it's like, he's doing the correct shit. And then you got Supreme Court who lifted another order blocking deportation to third world countries without notice. That was 6 minutes ago. It seems like right now this cracker cannot lose. I don't know what's going on, but this cracker can't lose. I don't know what he's doing. Something different this time. I don't know what it is. Maybe he got the right people in place. I don't know. I don't get it. But the man's doing what he got to do. I can't believe it. But if you want to come up and join the panel and talk some shit, Swallowspit, you know what it is. It's politics day to day. It seems like it because we had an announcement. It's simple, really. Oh, okay. Let me get this up here. I was gonna go in on the man because you know I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not like the strikes. Not because he did them. I didn't like the strikes because fuck Israel and let them fight their own goddamn battles. That's where I'm at with that, right? And if you know the history of Netanyahu, that motherfucker has been saying since the 80s that they have enough material to make a fucking goddamn nuclear weapon. He's been saying that since the 80s. Netanyahu. I don't give a fuck about no one else. I'm just talking about him specifically and seeing how he is running the country there. I don't believe shit he says. What's up, Mayo? How you doing, my good sir?
What's up, man?
God, man. I wasn't expecting that news, man.
Sir. Just like that picture I sent you, sir. Everyone listens to a man with an axe, but sometimes he has to swing it first.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to disagree with that.
That's diplomacy in a nutshell.
Well, they literally respect the motherfucker that's actually willing to fucking do what he say what he mean versus someone like, well, let's just be honest. When Biden was there, didn't say shit, fell asleep during every meeting, didn't talk. Well, motherfuckers wouldn't even talk to him because remember the motherfucking Saudi Arabians wouldn't even talk to the nigga for what 7 months, 8 months of his fucking, and then he didn't even talk to him the rest of the fucking time he was in office. It was crazy.
The Democrats just want to sit people in rooms and tell them diversity is strength.
Well,
how are you gonna work with these people?
You guess it goes mine.
They're based. Israel's fighting for its life, and the mullahs want their place in paradise.
He's so stupid. It's you know why I think they started to change their tune. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When they start talking regime change.
Oh yeah,
that probably is what did it. That's probably what did it. That regime change shit was, these motherfuckers ain't playing.
We gonna lose our place and wind up living in Russia in exile.
Either in exile or motherfucking dead and gone. Yeah.
And that's still a possibility.
Only thing that sucks about it is, you know how I feel about nation building other motherfuckers' country. I don't like that. That shit's annoying as fuck. We did 20 years of that shit in goddamn Iraq and Afghanistan to give it back to these sorry pussy.
But Tom, there's a reason that they're only targeting IGRC.
Yeah, I know.
They're not targeting the regular Iranian military for that reason. If there's one thing they learned from Iraq, do not disband the regular military.
Yeah, man.
I would like to go and choke Rumsfeld to death for doing that.
Oh man, I got his coin too. I got that nigga's coin. Well, I don't have it no more, but yeah, fuck that nigga. I'm with you on that one. That motherfucker and Shoemaker too. Like, I don't like neither one of them motherfuckers personally. Oh well, shit. I was that kind of. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's look at Oh, well, hold on one second.
You see that shit in Paris?
No, I didn't. Hey, can you throw that link in there, and I'll bring it up. All right. So remember this.
Today I was 2 operations. Targeted airstrike. Last night on my America's armed forces began strikes against ISIL targets in Syria. Today, at my direction, the United States launched a targeted operation against that compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan.
They did what?
Today, I authorized the armed forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya. Because in
Libya? Oh shit! I ain't never heard of Libya.
That's national security. They can take the diplomatic.
So at the end of the day, the question all the
Anyway, I just want to play that, but I don't care what the hell you gotta say about that. Remember what that just happened, and then you got good old Yasmin, croquet. Jesus Christ, I hit the wrong button. This bitch thinks she got some importance and shit. This bitch thinks she got some importance. Hold on.
The holiday on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
If you truly felt like there was something, like, there is nothing that they will say that will make me believe that this action needed to take place, and it needed to take place without the consultation of the Congress. All right. Give me one more.
How can the Senate be involved to make that?
I mean, listen, y'all was talking about accountability. The systems have broken down. The systems have broken down because people have legitimately decided
fucking idiot.
rather serve him than serve the people that put him into office. Like, I don't really have any good answers for you, except for the fact that legitimately everything that he does is against the law. Like, he just breaks the law. And I
name it, bitch. Name it.
That I just say this stuff because I'm a Democrat.
She can't, sir. Chat GTP is her brain.
I'm not saying these things because I'm a Democrat. I'm saying these things
because you're retarded.
I am
retarded.
a black woman in America who just happens to be educated enough to know what the law is. And I can tell you that while some people want to disparage my credibility and
it's gone.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You don't.
I can absolutely guarantee to you that if you Google war and authority and constitution, you're gonna see Congress. And this thing that's on my chest tells you that I am a member of Congress.
That means nothing. That means absolutely fucking nothing. You fucking retard. Because what he didn't do, he didn't declare war on Iran. It's not what he did. You dumb, ignorant female. Black female.
And I do not agree with changing the law either.
No.
Because if China attacked today, I think the Democrats would allow it.
Yeah.
And if they were in charge of Congress, they wouldn't commit to war. I think they would try and capitulate and negotiate with them.
I
really do.
I think these sorry motherfuckers would go to war because at the end of the day, war is where you get unfeathered, unchecked certain amount of money that come through that we borrow against. So there'll be a way for them to make money. So I duly think they will fucking go to war.
But how can that be true, sir?
Because
If Trump just cares about profiting off of his position as president.
well, I got a whole bunch of people that never fucking tell me how he's profited, nor they can say it. They say he's profited, but please,
Yeah.
I want you to
And
give
they
me
say
the
he went
details.
against the Constitution, just like they say he went against the Constitution, but can't tell you how.
Yeah, just like he said he broke the law, but can't tell you how. I literally want to hear someone tell me how he broke the law or went against the Constitution by literally striking adversary.
No, wait a minute. You mean keeping one of his campaign promises?
Well, that too, but
Because he did. He did keep a campaign promise in this.
well, he didn't get us into war technically, so.
And he also said that them having a nuclear weapon
It's not against.
would not happen.
Will not happen. Yeah.
I mean, how did people expect that to turn out?
I don't know, dog. This shit is killing me, dog. It's literally killing me that these people think that he has to go through them. They have lost 10 out of 12 things on immigration. Court cases on immigration about him deporting motherfuckers. Literally within the last, let's just say, 12 days.
Yeah.
Right. And now, again, the judges have lifted orders blocking him from deporting them to third world countries without notice.
Mm-hmm.
So El Salvador it is, bitches.
Yep.
El Salvador it is, bitches.
Roll the planes out the hangars.
You know what's funny is how much propaganda that is coming across the airways. My dad sent me something that was literally AI generated. Literally AI generated, right? Where all the fields are getting mowed over. They don't have people to pick our strawberries and I was like, oh, okay. You can't tell that this is AI generated. I think liberals want so bad for this country to be doing so fucking bad, right?
They do.
And they wishing on the downfall of America based off of one person that they don't like in office. Even when Joe Biden was in office, listen, I said whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wish shit on motherfucking United States, but whatever happens, happen. I agree with that. These motherfuckers wishing death and everything on people. Yeah,
Dude, illuminated. Where you been, sir? Good Lord.
What's happening?
It's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
How you doing, good sir?
Just waiting after November 6th and enjoying all the meltdowns and it's just been so entertaining. When Joe Biden allegedly won the election, because I know we have to say that now, but due to all the evidence that's coming out, I still say allegedly won. We didn't say anything. We went, did our thing, filled up our trucks, our cars, went grocery shopping, so we did our thing. We didn't say, I agree with you, Uncle Tom. We didn't say anything. But the minute the orange guy won, tease mode, I'm determined after history is written, we're going to talk to our grandchildren, possibly our great grandchildren, and say, TDS was real. We lived it.
It's a real syndrome, man. It's so bad, man. Like, listen, I love my dad to death, but that motherfucker is far gone to the left. It's on the shit. I'm just like, woo. Yeah. Lord Jesus, it's like you can't. They want so bad for this to be a failure.
Well, I like what David Chappelle said on SNL on his opening monologue. He said, "Look, we're counting on you. Do your best." That's all he said. Do your best. We're counting on you. So my thing is, you if we fail,
That's a fact, Sam.
and we fall, where do you think you guys gonna be at? You helped destroy the very place that you only got place to go. And if China invades and Russia invades, where you think you gonna be at? You think you're gonna have rights then? Well, I just don't think this is fair. Okay, Bill, we know what to do with her. So we know what to do with them. So
They don't think behind their current, farther than their current emotion.
Well, that's another thing too, Mayo. Shout out to you too, because it's like they don't think, and I do believe the study I've been studying after the failed 4 years of the pandemic, it is really starting to have effect on people. That you're gonna have to prove to me scientifically, biologically, and medically. You're gonna prove that to me. You got to prove that to me. That thing did something to some folks, because their pineal gland and their cognitive ability and their frontal lobe, in which they have the inability to process stuff, bro, that's real. You can't even have conversation, folks. Now, here's what's entertaining. The people that interview people like on the streets, and like when they had the No Kings Day and all that. Okay, why are you here? Well, he's done so many things bad. Okay, well, what? Just so many. Okay, just name one. I'm not pressing you for nothing, spectacular or anything. Just name me something. Well, he just lies so much. Okay, tell me what he lied about. Well, he just lies a lot. Okay, all right, okay. And
or he's a felon.
That's their favorite one. But now, you know why that's drowning now, Mayo? I don't wish bad. Like I say, I don't wish bad on nobody. But guess what? The cognitive decline syndrome is out there. They can't defend that. I love what Josh Hawley did. He pulled almost all their quotes up during the Senate hearing. He was like, "Oh, said this, and he's sharp. He's this, he's that." And then when they had the hearing, none of them showed up.
Oh yeah, they didn't even show up.
To be honest with you, I don't blame them for not showing up, because those fucking Senate hearings are stupid, just like the House hearings are stupid. To be honest, it's just a dog and pony show, and it irritates me, because I want shit to happen. I want people to be held accountable, and no one's being held accountable for the shit that they actually done. None of them.
Just like this, to rest in peace, and God bless the Honorable Robert David Steele. Open source, just with the open source information that we have and what you've been putting out on your channel and the podcast you've been having, we got enough to convict over half of Congress. And then y'all put out saying, "Hey, we found this information out. We found this information." Okay, great. When y'all gonna start prosecuting? Y'all got all the evidence.
That shit ain't gonna happen, man. There's so many goddamn slush funds out here.
Files. I'm over that.
Yeah, the Epstein.
And every time I go on my Telegram feed,
I've been telling people for a long time, if you expected something to come out of Epstein files, that shit is crazy. That shit, I didn't expect anything to come from that. Just like I don't expect anything to come from that Diddy shit, even though he had shit on people. Where all these video evidence that they had that they said they I ain't gonna say stole, but they confiscated from him. Where are all these videos of all the people and all this extra shit and all? None of that shit's coming out. So again, it's a whole fucking bullshit. And then you got the motherfuckers that went in the office like Dan Bongino and motherfucking the other motherfucker, Cash Patel. And I was like, oh, I thought y'all said it was gonna. Oh, okay. So y'all on bullshit too. Okay, cool. All right, whatever. It is what it is.
Here's my take on that. After I saw all that, I'm thinking this. There's power moves being made. And they're saying, okay, if we do this to him, he's got this on us because he's back in office. This is no more court cases. All the rogue judges and all that, they're done. I was just reading some stuff the other morning about all the injunctions. They're about to get wiped out, and now you're getting ready to see some mass deportations. The only thing I'm really concerned about now, Uncle Tom and Mayo and Kai, is the sleeper cells. That's what's really got me concerned. They just stopped a mass. What? Did you see?
He had a climate control case for his baby. The shooting at the church.
Well, that's the thing too. With that case, I look at it like this: if they was to release the names, my question to them: which ones is going to be the sacrificial lamb?
It doesn't even matter.
Who's got stuff?
Listen, what I've learned, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. They're gonna get off who they want off, but they're gonna keep people on that they want to keep up on. They ain't gonna motherfucker put no one in jail. No one's really gonna pay for other shit. Most people don't even believe Epstein is dead. To be honest with you, I'm kind of agreeing with the motherfucker, but I don't really care. To be honest with you, I don't care. Oh Jesus. But
well, when it happened, and the guards was supposed to be punished and all that, nothing came out of that. They was acquitted.
There you go.
And then when they supposed to allegedly did the autopsy, that hasn't been released. So I was convinced from day one, like Senator Kennedy said, he didn't hang himself, and I don't believe he's passed away. I just don't. You can say they did the autopsy. Y'all can tell me anything. After all the truth and stuff that's coming out now, you can tell me anything. I need to see bodies. And then if you show me a body, I want to make sure that it's not cloned.
I don't even care if it's
cloned. He was into all that stuff.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
And then the girl that blew the whistle on that, she said if she passed away.
That's
Virginia. She passed away mysteriously under mysterious circumstances. I'm like you, man. It's just okay. Y'all do y'all thing. Illuminator's gonna take care of himself and his things that he needs to do, because that's why I hadn't been on it, because it's to the point now, man. It's just wow.
Okay, so what I saw, I'm not gonna lie. What I saw. When I was on Facebook today, I was scrolling through my friends feed on Facebook and seeing how many delusional motherfuckers there are that I know. Motherfucker said, I need to get a bomb. What is it? A bomb out shelter? Or what's it called? No,
fallout shelter.
Fallout shelter.
Yeah.
I need a fallout shelter. I need this. I was like, first off, that shit's expensive. You ain't got the money for it. Second of all, if you expect something to happen from fucking Iran that reaches the goddamn inner continent, continent of fucking America.
ICBMs.
Yeah, you are fucking retarded. First off, you're fucking retarded. Now, I said what you need to be worried about is these motherfuckers running your ass over with motherfucking vans and shit. That's what you need to be worried about. While y'all dumb motherfuckers out there protesting on July 4th for No King's Day when there ain't no king in America. It just makes no fucking sense. But there are a lot of delusional motherfuckers here in these here United States.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
My thing is, if you hate this country so much and you have the means and the ability, why don't you just leave? I'm not gonna. We here on this panel are not going to go places what we don't like or we're not wanted. We're just not going to patronize that. We're not going to visit that place. That even goes for freaking relatives also. Oh shit. Well,
climate control baby.
No, that's a very, very expensive baby oil holder.
Wait a minute, check out. Did you see the thermometer?
Yeah, you gotta make sure you
that's a humidor. It's a very expensive humidor.
Ours, right?
Yeah.
So you've got to keep it. So is this the one with the drugs in it?
You
have to keep these funky drugs at a certain temperature or something.
So what you look here, look what you're forgetting. So the purple must have the drugs in it, and the baby oil down here Must be real.
No.
Unless that's KY and that's just Babel. I don't know which one is different. I can't do a close up.
I believe that's the a specific brand of sex oil for
lubricant.
male to male contact.
Okay. That shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy, guys. That's crazy. That is insane.
That's insane. That is insane.
No, when you see these people talk, I'm like, where do y'all get y'all's information from? Whether you got it, I don't even give a fuck where you got it from, right? Just do you do any validation of this information that you receive?
Right.
Do you go through 2 or 3 sources to get the information? I ain't gonna say I do all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I report some old funny dummy shit, but I always say, hey, this is funny. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You take it how you want it.
You know what I do, Tom? I say allegedly. That's always in my post with allegedly.
Yeah.
Tom, in the back, sir.
I said, Akeem Jeffries. Akeem Jeffries, what were you doing at the DD Freaks Off? They say you was a regular there.
Astroglide.
You like the Spanish Inquisition type folks.
Oh man,
they got look at the unique photo shape, sir.
You ain't shit, man. He said, hey, so let y'all know where y'all get y'all Diddy lube from. Just go over Kmart, Walmart. I don't even know if they got Kmart still, but Walmart got that Astroglide. What up, Willie D? Man, it's been a long time since I seen you, brother. We all right, so we're good, brother. We're gonna be rebuilding we're gonna rebuild the house the way we want, so that's gonna be a good thing. I mean, and be able to hopefully pay off some stuff, make sure shit gets done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I was pretty much done with payments on a lot of things, and I had to restart.
Wait, rebuild the house? You moved?
No,
you've been offline for a while.
You missed it. Our house burned to the ground on live stream.
Yeah.
Well, didn't burn it on live stream. I mean, it
burned on live stream.
Up out of here.
Yeah.
Serious. 100% serious.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the background. I'm looking at Tom's background. I don't see the light. I don't see. I'm like, well,
it's all gone.
Maybe he's just in a different room or something.
Oh no. Not. Yeah, I'm in a different room. Absolutely.
This year or last year?
April 7th.
Here, I'm gonna put the link
of this year
in the. Yes, 2 months ago.
Yeah, we straight.
Dang.
Here, illuminated. Look in the back.
Okay, let me look over here. Private. Boom. Okay.
All right.
Looking on that. Oh shoot.
So I want to, since everything happened, I want to watch this real quick clip of fucking Trump saying his announcements and shit.
Was it electrical or what happened?
Yeah.
Pretty much electrical. At least that's what what we know.
Gosh.
So here was the address that Mercy addressed to fucking the United States of America.
Thank you very much. Some time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu.
Yeah.
We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say, we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That was a quick address to the United States, Israel, I guess, and the world, if you want to go that far. I was shocked when I saw CNN and MSNBC literally actually say how good the strike was and how secretive it was, where motherfuckers didn't know nothing about it, which I was like, oh, okay. They actually want to do some reporting for once.
Yeah, but then they turned around the next day and went to the Democrat congressman and talked and let them spout out about how he broke the law.
Well, of course they were going to do that.
Without pushback.
But inside at the time when it happened, when shit happened, they literally was talking to how secretive it was. There was no leaks. There was no, which I was shocked about. There's no leaks, considering his first goddamn, the first time he was in office, how many fucking leaks he was. So
yeah, they've been neutered.
Yeah,
all those guys been silenced now. They're neutered.
Oh, absolutely.
They can't say, they don't have those inside sources like they used to have anymore. A lot of them getting fired. I know Tulsi Gabbard found some leaks, and Kristi Noem found some leaks in her department. They're getting rid of all them folks. So, but yeah, I was when they said that he struck Iran, I was like, oh shoot, here we go. I said it's on and popping now. There's no turning back now. We're free Palestine, free. Wait a minute, we for Iran too. Oh, you are? Okay. I love when the natives get on YouTube and begin to explain. Said, you people are a bunch of idiots. Why do you think I'm here in the United States? I left that doggone place.
Well, so my whole thing is I'm glad that it was the quickest world war ever. The world was at each other's throat for 5 days, and it is what it is. Let's see. Let me go to this. This is what I never really take people serious at all when it comes to them talking, because no one knows shit if they're not inside the thing. But sometimes you want to listen to outside sources, and hey, let's listen to crazy old Alex Jones.
That's my boy, right up the street.
Has now voted to close the strait. That's all the military geniuses in the comments saying they can't do that. It's been assessed by the Pentagon. It's very easy for them to do. I don't know if they'll be overridden by the supreme leader, but that's where we are. But now the big news. Top Russian minister Medvedev came out and said a whole string of countries that are nuclear powers are looking to give nukes to Iran so that Israel and the United States cannot continue to attack it. And people say, well, we'll just nuke them too. That's called mutually assured destruction. Mad.
You know what's funny about that, Tom?
Hasn't attacked.
Hold on. Let me pause it. Go ahead.
You know, Medved said that, right? But he didn't say Russia would.
Yeah, it said a person would. That's what I kind of thought was weird.
That several random countries that I won't name have offered them a nuke. You know that shit was a lie from the start.
He said North Korea too. I was like, oh, okay. All right. All right. But
what do you think? What would happen to that plane while it was flying into Iran, sir?
Probably nothing, actually. There's, probably nothing. They probably let them land. And we need to get this World War III started again, because this was a quick one. So we need World War IV. Yeah. This was a quick one.
People that believe that was true are just delusional.
Okay.
They said that the Ayatollah was supposed to be meeting with Putin, and he had a letter and wanted to know if he could assist allegedly. Well, I didn't hear about North Korea, but I think China. But China's got their own thing that they dealing with. So
everyone's got to. If you look at all the major countries that are dealing with things, they're actually all are within a war, except for the United States. But we're funding probably all of them.
Yeah,
we're funding all of them.
China shares no ideology with Iran. The only thing China wants from Iran
is oil.
Is the oil. Yeah, and as long as they get promises and guarantees that they will have access to that oil, they will play along.
Yep, I agree.
They don't care who is in charge to sell it to them, as long as it is available to them for sale.
Because
I have a question. Do they not have oil in goddamn China?
Nope.
No, sir.
Damn.
That's the reason Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, is because we cut Asia off from oil.
I didn't even think of that.
Now,
that was the reason. The specific reason they attacked Pearl Harbor is because their war machine wasn't going to last without oil. And one of the only reasons they really jumped in with the Nazis. Was because they took North Africa and the Middle East and the oil.
Well, North Africa was easy to get. Come on now.
What do you think of that? What do you think of that leader down in Africa, Tom?
South Africa?
Yeah, the one that dresses in military uniform. I gotta get his name right.
I don't really. Okay, so there was a month where we went a month. I want to say at least 2 weeks straight where I was showing all kind of African militaries, and they're all there biting swords and shit like the Indian motherfuckers, and I just can't take that shit serious. I mean, what? Hey, I don't take it serious. Do I think it's serious for them people? Absolutely, because it's a scare tactic, and what it is what it is. But at the end of the day, do I take them serious as they're a fucking threat right now? No. Right now, threat to themselves, pretty much it.
Well, he kicked France out. He said you will be getting no more gold from here.
Well, yeah, okay. Again, that's their country. They should be able to kick some people out there. But do I think they're a threat globally? No.
And honestly, all France
they
has
got
to
the
do is say,
minerals.
but all France really has to do is say, meet the Foreign Legion.
I don't understand why people.
And stand back.
France has a massive fucking air force, right?
Yeah.
what are we doing? I don't think people. Listen, I do call France a bunch of pussies because I always say this, but they have a massive fucking air force. Only second. I think they're only second to ours, actually. I don't know. I gotta look up the numbers again. I can't remember what the numbers were, but they have a massive fucking air force. And how much air force do that African country have? Yeah.
None.
Yeah. I don't see. It's not even a. It's like beating up on a 3-year-old, right? Yeah, and they don't mind. They're tough. They're brolic. They're invisible. They can't be stopped. But it's like a 10-minute war if you really want to be technical.
Yeah, they're all high on cost. That's why.
It's a war that we can fight in minutes. It was just like we went into fucking Desert Storm. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be a real fucking fight. Like, come on, man.
Well,
I just don't take them. Globally, I can't take them serious. No. I mean, until they build up their actual military or spend as much. See, the problem what I have with them is they have all the resources and all this bullshit that they have, but they're not using it in the right technical way.
Because it's going to enrich their leadership.
See what I'm saying?
Corruption. It's not going to the people. It's not going to the country.
So in other words, black people got a problem. Globally.
Boy, you ain't changed a bit.
Well, they got a problem globally.
The only successful countries in Africa have ever been the ones that were colonized.
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. I mean, I don't have a problem with them. Listen, Africa gonna be Africa. They're gonna do as they wish. And I'm with Trump. Let them do their own nation building. That's what every country should want to build their fucking nations. Now, the problem what it is what are they doing to sustain that shit? Because right now we know China's over there building a whole bunch of shit for these motherfuckers, and when they ain't able to pay up, that's what that just happened. They just gave that whole land to China, like China did in the fucking down in the goddamn Panama Canal. Same fucking way. We're not able to pay. Guess what? We're gonna put a lien on this shit until you're able to pay it, and then we're gonna tax you on top of it. We're gonna keep taxing you. Instead of saying, bitch, come take it from me, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what I would do. If you're a real dictator, you ain't gonna allow no other country to come into your motherfucking shit, invest, and then say, oh, you can't pay it. So we gonna confiscate it for ourselves and be serious about it. Like, dude, you are a fucking foreigner here. You ain't gonna try to bully me on my own land. That's crazy to me. But it happens. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, like I said, there's some things in the works down there. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen. The old saying go, let's see what happens.
Unless they get a static powered helicopter and airplanes, that shit ain't gonna happen. Tom tends to believe that's real, but you know.
Who? But tends to believe that what's real?
The grabbing energy from the air.
Oh, absolutely. I do believe that shit. I do believe that. I
do believe that. Now you're talking good language now.
I do believe that. But I don't think it's going to sustain them because we know what niggas is. Let's be honest. No matter if you're an American nigga or an African nigga, you all out for yourself. There's no collective bargaining that y'all do with each other. Where's the collective bargaining in these African countries? I don't see it. There should be no reason that you have a continent and you can't protect yourselves. You can't. I mean, how many African countries can protect themselves from anything?
Well, that's why they got rid of Gaddafi.
This is crazy. After all these years, after being colonized for come on, how long have African countries been colonized? Let's be honest. How long have they been colonized? For a very long time, just like African Americans, right? Why is it that their colonization didn't amount to shit, but ours did? And they have the country. They have the majority. That's crazy to me. And to think that niggas here in this here country talking about they gonna go to a subpar place to be a second-class citizen to some niggas that you will be above if you stayed in your own country. They are going to a foreign land that they don't know nothing about, thinking that they gonna be top shit, and then when they get over there, they gonna tax them just for being non-African. It's crazy to me. Ain't no fucking way. But, it is what it is. I'm an American. I ain't no African. You can say that. Listen, my bloodline is more European than it would ever be African, so it don't matter. To be honest. The time that the Europeans were actually in control of most of America was pretty short. It don't really matter how short it was. I said colonized. Colonized and being in charge is not the same thing.
And it was very short, but it was very productive.
This is crazy.
I mean, Africa was the breadbasket of the world during those times.
And to be honest, it's still colonized to this day. You just got Asian motherfuckers that's colonized it, and Americans, and the French, and all these other fucking goddamn countries have colonized Africa to this day still. You got Australians over there. That's a small ass motherfucking nation.
A lot of Indians too. There's Indians all through Africa.
Come on, man.
Not feather.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. This is my problem with it all, right? You are the majority people, but you have nothing. How does that make sense? You're forcing your people to be slaves, and you have nothing. Am I seeing this right or wrong? I don't know. Illuminate, please tell me. Am I seeing this wrong? I could be. I mean, let me see. Let me know what. Now, I haven't done this in a long time. Today wasn't about this. Let me let this little Alex nigga talk, and then I'll come back with a feeling.
The point is, this is military doctrine. It's why past administrations and the Pentagon currently advise Trump not to do this, but General Kurilla and Hegseth convinced him otherwise. I like Hegseth. I like the other head of CENTCOM. I'm allowed as an American to disagree with that and point out, as Steve Bannon and many other geopolitical experts warned President Trump this would escalate out of control. We have the Pope saying this is pushing the world to the edge of Armageddon. And now we have Medvedev coming out a few hours ago and saying he's talked to other leaders, didn't name them, that are looking to give nukes to them. We have all these Chinese cargo planes landing by the hundreds. You've got North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, their dictator, saying he's looking to give them nukes so there can be peace. This is all escalating out of control. Pakistan has talked about coming to their aid. They're a nuclear power. This is escalating so incredibly fast. This doesn't end the war because now Israel can say, oh, well, they don't have nukes anymore or have the material for them, so now we're going to stop. No, Israel wants regime change. And Trump is being maneuvered into this entire thing. And there's so many other angles to this as well. There's been a long-term Pentagon/Israeli plan for 20 plus years to take over 7 countries in the Middle East. Iran is the last one, and it's the big domino. And that's what all the other countries understand and are lining up against us right now. But bare minimum, oil prices are going up without the Strait of Hormuz being blocked. That's causing big problems to Trump's recovery plan.
What country lined up against us in this, Tom?
Interest rates and more. So I'll continue to follow reports on this. I'll drive us to.
There's no one that actually came against the United States yet.
Even Pakistan, their official stance has been silent.
Yeah, it's not
It
like
was their defense secretary said it to their legislature.
All right, so
it's not an official Pakistan government position.
Yeah, see what he said. Pakistan came out real quick, say they're not involved. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Let's okay. So I'm a.
Dude, I never thought I'd see this man work for the Democrats, but here we are.
Well,
here we are.
He's
because, dude, let's admit, right? Steve Bannon's just a piece of shit.
Well, he's always been a piece of shit.
Exactly.
So that's nothing new. Okay, so let's I have this top Africa's strongest countries by military power in 2025. What do you think is number one there, Illuminated?
Oh, as far as military wise?
Yes.
Probably would be, I would say Nigeria.
No, sir.
And Egypt.
I would say Egypt.
No,
Egypt is number one. Egypt is number one.
Yeah,
Algeria is number two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then probably Jordan.
Nope. South Africa.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Then Nigeria, number 4. Ethiopia, number 5.
So they're not counting. Okay, they're not counting Jordan as Middle East. Okay.
Morocco is number 6. Angola is number 7. Sudan is number 8. Tanzania. Yeah, it is number 9. And number 10 is God damn it. Come on. Number 10 is Okay, that's one place stupid with me. Won't show me number 10. Oh, that's okay.
Well, the name probably changed this week, so.
Yeah, but
y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
Okay, here we go. Number 10 is Kenya. So they're doing it by how much they have invested into their country as far as military wise, as far as manpower. Kenya has 24,000 active members with them budgeting 1.2 billion on military. You got Tanzania with 36,000 active troops with 1.1 billion in budgeting, but that comes with the strengths of NATO cooperation and counterterrorism. There's nothing really that says that there are, Kenya has close ties with the U.S., U.K., and African Union. Of course it does. Without America, they won't have shit. Sudan, you got with over 100,000 plus manpower with the key strengths of ground combat experience and paramilitary units.
Which are currently fighting each other.
Yeah, okay. All right. Now we got Angola with 117,000 manpower, budgeting $2.7 billion. Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. Sudan's budget is $286 million. That's it. That's all they spend on their military. Angola, like I said, 117 manpower and $2.7 billion. And their strengths are Air Force, Navy, and oil-funded equipment. Would you like to see what their Air Force looks like?
What age MiGs do they have, sir? Are they late 20 series?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe some old French Mirages.
Yeah, probably. Okay, you got
80s.
You got some Morocco. Morocco has 195,000. This is including their reserve units. They budget 5.5 billion on their military, with their strengths being F-16 air defense and modern armor. Close allies with U.S., Israel, and guess who? France.
Mm-hmm. They got the good jets.
So guess what? What I heard in this whole thing was, we got white people backing us. Ethiopia with 140,000+ active troops to include reserves. They budget only $520 million on their military, and their specialty is ground forces and historic military culture.
Yeah, that won't work well in a war.
All right. Oh, you got Nigeria with over 135,000 active soldiers. They budget $2.1 billion. Their key strengths: anti-terrorism, air support, and a large army. I guess that's great. I guess.
I am reminded of the life vested fighters from Liberia that were wearing the life vests while they fought.
Yeah, absolutely.
They thought they were bulletproof.
And now Nigeria to be number 4. Now you got South Africa with over 166,000 active soldiers. Less than a lot of them. And they budget $3 billion in their military. Their key strengths is defense technology and peacekeeping capacity.
Yes, they make money off the UN by sending their soldiers to watch shitholes.
Yes, absolutely. Like goddamn Haiti. Number 2 will be Algeria with 130,000 active troops with a budget $9.7 billion. Their key strengths are Russian-made tanks and jets and a strong navy. Close ties with Russia, Mother Russia. Algeria has one of the largest defense budgets in Africa, largely due to its energy wealth. Its air force is equipped with Su-30s and MiG is one of the continent's most advanced. Amazing. Now we got the last, and the number 1 would be Egypt with over 500,000 active duty personnel. They spend $10+ billion on their military, and they have a massive tank fleet, advanced air force with F-16 and Rafales, whatever, submarines, and the alliance has strong ties with the U.S., Russia, and France. So they got all the best of the white people in there. That's because they're not technically black, right? They're technically Middle East, motherfucker. But, it is what it is. They are an African country. And, let's be honest. Uganda didn't make the list. I'm sorry. Uganda didn't make the list. They didn't make the 10. Sorry. Poor CBS, New Iran. Yeah, we got it. I was gonna play it after this cracker got done talking. I was gonna hit that one up next, Mama.
Studio 4 p.m. Central today with all the documents, all the information, and so much more. I'll continue to follow reports right here on X at Real X Show. So please follow me here and please pray for peace. I support President Trump in his overall agenda. I have voted for him to be a peacemaker. He's truly trying hard with Ukraine and Russia. But as Newt Gingrich said, we need to show Russia and China we're strong. That's why we need to strike. That's really a big part of why this is happening as well.
No, it's
not just for Netanyahu and not just for Israel. So we're already in World War III. The question is, will it go nuclear? Yes. And do you think North Korea will really deliver nukes? Pakistan give nukes? You have said countries. And then an hour later, Kim Jong-un said, yep, that's what I told him. That's where we are right now. We can win a nuclear war, but nobody wins. We can destroy them a lot more than they can destroy us, but it doesn't matter at this point. That's why they call it mutually assured destruction. You have to be crazy to launch a nuclear war if you're anybody.
Yeah. And anybody who gives a mullah a nuclear weapon is crazy.
I told you there were some delusional people out here. Now, this one right here with Alex Jones was kind of a different take. Well, not a different take, but it was kind of I didn't think he was going to go there with it. I damn sure didn't think we were in World War III. I haven't thought about that, but I've been totally against, and I'm going to stand on it. I've been totally against strikes in fucking Iran. I'm not going to lie. Because the implication that can be said, which is right here, right now, what's being said, that we're already in World War III, which we all know that's bullshit. And technically, if it was World War III, that was the shortest World War ever, with not that many countries involved. Let's say 4.
Three.
That's 3 or 4, if you want to call it 4. But it's crazy. Let's watch which one. Let me see. We'll go with this one first, and then we'll go with the Fox News one. I just think it's crazy to say that we're in a World War III. And if I was going TikTok right now and hear all these motherfuckers who said that we were in World War III, you would be a fucking maze how stupid people are. But that's neither here nor there. Let's listen to this good question.
They're looking at the alignment is what they're talking about. If you look at listening to the geopolitical pundits and things of that nature, they're talking about all the chess pieces that are being moved, and even from a spiritual perspective, a lot, as they say, the stars are lining up and all that good stuff.
I don't believe that either.
But Israel's neighbors are not against it. All of Israel's neighbors are not against them.
Oh well, no, nobody like Iran in the Middle East. That's a fact there. You're not gonna get me to disagree with that. They can't stand Iran, but they just trying to, y'all do y'all thing. But as long as y'all don't bring that, you know how it is. Just don't bring that junk in my yard.
And that's what I'm saying. So to think that we're in World War III is just stupid. To even placate to that is retarded to me.
Because even their economic partners left them behind on this one. Iran.
Yeah. All right, let's listen to these white folks talk.
All right, and Blaze, I do want to ask you about this because as we talk about it, a very fluid, dynamic situation taking place right now. We are now hearing from President Trump that Iran and Israel have agreed to a ceasefire, and I'm going to read this statement to give you a little bit of time to also kind of come to terms with what this means. And this from the president saying, "Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed to by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their final missions. For 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the end of the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. And this is a war that could have gone on for years, destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America. God bless the world. This coming in from the president. So, Blaze, that happened very quickly, calling for that ceasefire. What's your initial reaction?
Well, I think this is a clear demonstration of peace through strength and the role that American might plays in keeping our country and the world safe. It was the U.S. entry into this conflict, the demonstration of both the capabilities that we have and the will to use them that I think has led to this possibility of Iran backing down and also of eliminating the rest of Iran's nuclear program, which now enables this conflict to end. So rather than the World War III and the possibility of endless wars that many were concerned about, it was the U.S. use of force that really made possible peace in this case, and it's hopefully a good outcome for the United States and for Israel now that Iran has largely been defanged.
And this is all coming in right now, and of course calling it the 12-day war, saying this is could have gone on for years, destroyed the entire Middle East. And I imagine this only gives us more optimism about negotiations to take place between the United States, knowing that these are on the table, that there will not be any conflict necessarily between these two, right?
Yeah, certainly it's hopeful that this might then lead to negotiations. The Israelis have always said that their plan was a 2-week plan of operations, which we were about 2 or 3 days away from them completing, which largely leads, I think, to their willingness to call a ceasefire. I think they've accomplished much of what they've wanted to accomplish. And the question will now be: is this just a ceasefire and everybody walks away and things go back to as they were, or will this lead to more negotiations and a deal that might actually fully dismantle Iran's nuclear program?
All right, but another obvious positive step forward for the region. All right, Blaze Mistal, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, your insight here on Live Now from Fox.
Thanks for having me, Andy.
All right, thank you so much. All right, we're continuing to follow all of these breaking news events coming in real time. And
shut up, no one cares. Your voice is fucking annoying. So yeah, I don't know about calling it a 12-day war. That just sounds stupid. I don't know. I'm weird. It just doesn't sound right. 12-day war. I just think personally that what they were saying is that no matter how many, because this is coming from Iran or the Ayatollahs or whatever the fuck they said they were, saying that as quickly as you tear them down or destroy them, we build them back quicker and faster. Everyone knew that was bullshit when it was said. At least I knew it was bullshit. Like, how the fuck can you build a total fucking nuclear goddamn plant in less than a couple hours? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, the people that have Iran, show me one military claim that has ended up being true that Iran has made.
I can't say. Only claim that they said they kept hitting fucking Israel's inside Israel's dome of what do they call it? Iron Shield. Iron Dome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was true. They were hitting inside that. That's the only claim that I know that was absolutely true.
Yeah. But the way the Iron Dome works, Tom, and a lot of people don't know this.
I know.
It also prioritizes targets.
Mm-hmm.
So if the projected trajectory is going to land in a field somewhere, they don't even try and shoot it. Or if it's not going to hit a critical target, they're going to save that missile and shoot it at something that's going to actually hit a critical target. Yeah. And of course, you can overwhelm it for the time being with mass attacks. But every time you launch, Israel owns the skies over your country.
Yeah.
Every time they shoot an azimuth back to where that missile came from, they would go and destroy that launcher.
Well, yeah, I know they got ways to know exactly where that missile was launched from and be able to destroy it. I remember seeing that from when my dad was talking to me. And that was years ago when he was saying shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fucking kid. I was like, oh, it's pretty fucking cool, to be honest with you. That's
we used to do it with radar.
Yeah.
That's why we had to shoot. That's why we had to shoot and move. I was in air defense when I went in. So I was a Stinger gunner. So anytime we had to fire, we had to jump positions. We always had an alternate position. So it was like you fire because when the Stinger missile left the tube, it left that trail.
Yeah. So, it's pointing the arrow right back at you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you gave away your position, so you had to get up out of there.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We got some comments from what is that? Rumble. It says, Lord God Almighty is coming soon. Repent, ask Christ into your heart. Be born again. The whispers, emptiness in the soul, fear of death gone, true love, joy, peace, and eternal life found. King James Version, John 3:30 through 5, 3:16 through 21. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah. To each your own. I'm not gonna say you're wrong or right, but it is what it is.
But this is the kind of diplomacy I think that people have forgotten about because they haven't seen it in their adult lifetimes.
Yeah, well, this whole peace through strength stuff is not a new concept, right? It's just the last. No, because I can't even say Obama didn't do it, because Obama led the same goddamn way. If you really want to be technical, Obama did the same fucking thing, was peace through strength. To be honest with you, if you think back his whole administration, he's on par with Trump.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
But he only used it against anti-Islamists for the most part. And statewide.
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
You can call it what you want.
I disagree with you on this one, Uncle Tom.
You can call it what you want, but it can't no one say that he ain't dropped more bombs over niggas than anyone else.
Well,
including U.S. citizens.
Hey, check this out. He's not known as He's not known as the deporter in chief. He was known as the drone killer. I mean, unaliving a chief.
Absolutely. That's why I'm saying that he is on par with more strikes than anyone else. Well, he is. He has completed more strikes than anyone else.
But I don't think he followed up on it with the threat.
No, well, he didn't have to. When I drop bombs on you, you ain't got to.
That's part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You use your strength, and then you threaten them with more.
You remember that red line in the sand he told them not to cross?
Oh, yeah, that they immediately crossed and he just ignored.
Well, considering that happened, I mean, that happened underneath Trump's watch, too. Let's be honest. You know how many times they buzzed the motherfucking tower of one of our boats? Or one of our ships?
That's not a violation.
It doesn't matter. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna do that shit. Man, this is what I'm talking about. Listen, stay in your lane, motherfucker. Don't come over here. That's how I look at it. You trying to
You know what? You know what they did do, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Remember when they buzzed that drone over the Black Sea?
Yeah.
And soaked it with jet fuel?
Mm-hmm.
Remember what happened within days after that?
He shot one down.
Besides that?
No.
Russia lost their most modern battleship to Ukraine within days due to our intelligence and availability.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wouldn't follow it that much. I ain't gonna lie.
Their Black Sea fleet is parked so far inland that it's unusable.
Well, to be honest with you, they say Russia has submarines off the coast of the United States all the time, and I kind of believe it.
They do.
Hey,
and we've got submarines off their coast.
Absolutely.
And under their ice. That's international waters.
Under their ice.
Yes. That's international water. That's the game of international waters, man.
Is it close to the ice wall?
But Tom, I would ask you this, right? If you look at the condition of Russian ground forces when they invaded Ukraine, right? The general condition of their logistics systems, their vehicles, everything. What do you think their Navy looks like? Logistically and maintenance-wise?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you, but I know I can only compare it to ours that I know. Not ours, because I don't know our Navy, but I damn sure know our military and our logistics. I mean, it depends on how much money we're spending now.
but no, we're talking about theirs. Looking at the condition of the equipment they sent into war, what do you think the rest of their equipment looks like?
Well, I'm not gonna lie and say it didn't look like it was pristine or new or shit. So I will be with you when saying it's probably not maintained all the time. So I can give you that. I would
probably say the same, most likely about their nuclear forces too.
I don't know. I'm not willing to test them because we already know people that are nuclear armed is the reason why we're not going to. Yeah.
I mean.
What me personally, I wouldn't do is say that someone ain't got something that I know they do.
No, I'm not saying that. But Iran isn't the world power that they were thought to be. When they have trouble feeding troops in a country that borders them in a war.
My dad is smoking rocks right now. He said, checks out, they plan to get more people there in the Middle East to start a war with Africa, i.e. the aura. I don't know. Well, fucking Africa ain't got shit like that, man. We just, God damn it. I just read off the top army military in goddamn Africa, and it ain't a lot.
Well, it's not so much as them
combat team to take every army in Africa.
Well, the problem is, hold on.
Guys, it's not about fighting. What it is, it's about resources.
Well, we know that. That's always been that. But we've been in Africa for at least 60 years.
This is what China's Belt and Road Initiative has been all about.
I know they did that Belt and Road in a lot of places, but that's because that's how they took our model and perfected it.
But
let's be honest,
because they don't have the compassion part. They just use the force part.
Yeah, they literally took our motto and perfected it. Because they ain't like America. They ain't got no heart.
Because and it doesn't have a USAID.
That too. But it's not. Why do people think? Okay, first off, Africa is a continent. Can we agree? Can we agree to that?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ! Don't
it's
just
51
say
to 52, depending on who you think of.
No,
separate countries.
It's 52 with 4 territories. I don't know. It depends on the year. So to say that they want to take over Africa, what does that mean? Because a lot of African countries are allies with the United States, so that doesn't make sense. We just read off the top 10 fucking militaries, and majority of them are fucking allies to France, goddamn Russia, fucking United States,
and Britain.
So it's not. Yeah. What are we talking about?
How many were aligned with Russia, Tom?
1, Angola.
And how many were aligned militarily with China?
I didn't see that.
None.
Yeah, none. I didn't see any with China, no name on it. But I seen United States, France, fucking the UK, even Australia. So there's a lot of motherfucking people that they're aligned with, and they want to say they want to kick white people out, but they don't, because they like being colonized. They just don't know how to embrace it yet. Once they learn how to embrace colonization, you will see that continent thrive.
Well, they're kicking folks out. You need to look at.
I don't care if they're kicking them out. They haven't. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
What I'm saying is, when people say that, when they use the term "we're in World War III," they look at it from, and you know this, and Mayo know this, from a strategic perspective. You read the list about who's aligned up with who, but that's according to Google. We don't know strategically, because we don't have the intel of who's aligning with who. That's what they mean by that. Before the actual war is started, there's always realignments that happens. There's what I've been posting on my Telegram channel is new alliances are being formed.
Sure, I can agree with that.
And like you say, and it's not so much about me having, the strongest military, like the gentleman that they're forming an alliance down there in that with the general, whatever his name is, the leader of the country of Africa, the one that wears the military uniform, and then
Niger. It's Niger. Yeah. That's the one we just left.
So he's there. Then the one next to him, because I was reading, because I go into African diaspora to find out what's going on down there. But what is happening is, these alliances are happening. So Iran is just, to me, was like they say, the bully of the Middle East, and it's like they defang them for now, so they say. And then there's reports that said that they had intel that they knew that the United States is going to strike, so they moved their stuff. So I'm sitting up and like, okay, you got Mossad that have infiltrated over half of your military, 75, almost 80%. How logistically did you move all that stuff within, let's say, 72 hours?
They didn't. It's a lie. But that's the thing about motherfuckers. These motherfuckers lie.
You're not moving depleted. You're not moving enriched uranium in an open top truck like was Pat.
No.
So you know what I mean?
When I saw that,
and you're also not moving radioactive centrifuges in those same trucks.
Well, my whole thing is this. Okay, let's just play along, Mayo. Just go with me here. They're moving it. You are in active war. Who's to say one of Israel's missile, as you get ready to pull that stuff out of the factory, hits one of those trucks, just one.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the fallout's going to be?
It's not.
Oh, no. The fallout is going to be great because you just dirty bombed yourself.
It's a fact. But that would be them. That wouldn't be, the whole area right there. And that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be no real fallout for the world, because if you're doing exactly what Mayo's saying, or we playing along, that they're moving enriched uranium, fucking in open trucks, or even, let's just say, fuck it, they're closed. God damn it, you're retarded.
And then for you to be getting to try to get a nuclear bomb, and those are your essential materials, and you just moving it like that. When I read that report, they said, yeah, I was on, because I was like you, I was on Telegram and TikTok, and I was like, really? That's interesting.
Well, I always look at it like this.
Forget about Telegram.
Huh?
The one thing people forget about Telegram is it's Russian state controlled.
Yeah. Well, for him to be Russian state controlled, he got held up in France for quite a bit.
Yeah.
His plane landed in France, and they was like, "Oh, you ain't going nowhere."
Yeah.
Turn over all the information.
That's a fact.
That's
It was
becoming fascist. Europe is becoming fascist as hell.
A 30-minute notice to vacate. That's a fact. It was I think it was like an hour and a half last time I checked. I don't know about 30 minutes, but them motherfuckers were stuck in traffic. Like, where are you going if everyone's leaving at the same fucking time? And to be honest with you, people that keep saying that they're trying to bully Africa and all this stuff, Africa has always had gold, diamonds, batteries, lithium, whatever. It's not even batteries, it's lithium and all types of cobalt and all that shit that we need, right? They've had that for years. Let's be honest. They cannot really protect that shit. If we wanted to really go over there and take it, there's nothing that they can do.
Yeah, I mean, Nigeria's military, I just looked this up. It's like 36,000 full-time troops.
That's what I'm saying.
Sir, stop trying to bully Africa.
I ain't trying to bully.
You're being a bully right now. Trying to bully
I'm not. I don't even know. I don't even understand what it says. That gold, diamonds, battery shit, but 19 of them coming together. That was called BRICS, but no one really cares about BRICS because it ain't got no teeth yet. BRICS doesn't have any teeth yet, so there's nothing
BRICS,
that they can.
Every big BRICS country except for Russia, who just pretty much stayed neutral in this, worked against Iran, including China, who is a main partner who threatened Iran and said, "Yeah, don't close the straits."
And again, Africa is way too. That's a fact. We act like we don't. Jesus Christ, why are we acting like that? You know what? They're a major power. Fuck it. They're gonna take over all the fucking goddamn, because they know they're gonna come together. 19 of them gonna come together. They're gonna take over France. How about that? We're gonna sit around and watch this shit.
You reading Alvin Sims' comment there, Tom?
Yes.
Obviously, these people have never been to Africa. It's painfully obvious.
They've been to hold on. Are you asking if they've been to the continent or the individual country?
Yeah. Anywhere, any country on the continent.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, man, that shit is crazy.
Because the actual strongest country in Africa is a real little one over on the West Coast, because that's the one with the biggest U.S. military base in it. That's actually the strongest country in Africa.
I don't understand why people. How many? Let me call. What is it? AFRICOM. Let me ask fucking. What is the fucking name of? Let me ask Gemini. How many motherfucking AFRICOM bases do we have in Africa?
Yeah, and that little country is called.
How many bases are in AFRICOM?
Complex to pin down due to different definitions of ranging from large, smaller, temporary outputs. However, it's a summary of what's generally.
Okay, shut up, bitch. You're talking too much. So anyway, I can read faster than this bitch you're talking. There is 60 different outposts and over 100 different locations where American U.S. military network or similar outposts are. So to say we're not throughout Africa is insane.
Yeah.
And we're not the only ones.
29 large bases
Jesus.
in 50 different countries.
Yeah, what are we doing here? Stop acting like there's some major world power. You know what? Let's be honest with you. It's like a newborn baby that got the burps, nigga. Sometimes we need to wake you up and fucking make sure you breathing right now. That's how they're not a threat. Who are they? They're a threat to themselves. That's the biggest thing that they have. I keep saying it. They're like two siblings fighting all the time. It's not a hard issue. They've been colonized. They just, like I said, they just don't know how to embrace it. If they embrace colonization, whether it's a colonization of white folks or a colonization of themselves, right? They can colonize themselves in the correct way that bolsters fucking intelligence, goddamn tech, the basic bullshit that we do here in every real world country that's actually not a third world country. They embrace the same type of ideology. They'll move somewhere in life and stop the corruption, or have some people that have some balls to stop the corruption that goes on there. Because the money that they get it's not going to the people. It's not going to better their economy. It's going to goddamn pockets.
Yeah.
Because it is so tribal. But I'm not African, so I don't give a fuck. I'm from America. I have embraced colonization because it has been good to me. I can go to Popeye's Chicken if I need to. I got motherfucking concrete roads or a tar road, whatever one you want to call it. It don't matter. I got roads, goddammit. We got bridges, trains, planes, automobiles, motherfucker.
You stupid. You are stupid. You ain't changed one bit. I thought there was going to be hope in 2025, but honestly not.
What are you supposed to give hope for? That was supposed to lie? I'm not going to lie. Okay, let me ask you this question, Illuminated. Would you rather be in Africa or in America?
Well, I do have my passport.
I didn't ask you if I got a passport too. That wasn't the question.
Sir, wait a minute, sir. You have willfully contracted with the state?
Most definitely.
So my question would be, and it still remains, because you still didn't answer it.
What's that?
Would you rather be here or would you rather be in Africa?
What part of Africa?
I didn't ask you what part. It's a simple question. It's a simple question.
This is the center here. I thank you for the question, Uncle Tom. It was a good question.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to filibuster now.
Okay. Here we go. Welcome to the bullshit time of the show.
Hey, Mayo, check it out. Thank you for the question, Uncle Tom. Here's my take.
Yeah.
To be here in the United States versus to be here in Africa.
No. Wait, whoa. Not here in Africa. No. Because you can't say Africa is here in America. You know what continent we're talking about? The continent of Africa.
Would you let me finish my filibuster?
Okay. Go ahead with your bullshit.
Okay, so between the two continents geographically located, depending on the map that you're looking at, if you're looking at the modern map, which is a lie, okay, that's my conspiracy for today.
Okay,
I would rather go to Negro land, as it's called.
So Wakanda.
I'm going to Negro land.
Oh, so you're going to Atlanta?
That's a fact.
I'm not going to HIV. Sorry,
God,
I'm not going there. No,
this is crazy.
I I'll stay my behind. I go back to another. I'll move to Montana before I go to Atlanta.
That's crazy. I can't
Sir, I
believe you
think
said
Atlanta
that.
now has higher rates than most countries in Africa of HIV.
Who?
Atlanta?
Yes.
I thought Philly was written with fucking HIV.
You're wrong, Mayo.
Atlanta just it actually became an epidemic. It reached epidemic levels.
It's higher
okay.
in Houston now. That's what I'm saying. Houston is overtaking Atlanta.
Well, Houston's always been, because Houston is all about prostitution. If you ever been to Houston, y'all should know that Houston is all about prostitution. Don't ask me how I know this. Just know that I know that there's a lot of prostitution out there.
Because it's money from people who work on boats and the Gulf oil programs. Guys who are locked up on ships for months at a time, and guys that are locked up for months at a time on oil rigs.
Wow. I think it's more than that, because I know females that have left states to go just to Houston just to prostitute themselves. Literally.
Yes. Because guess what? Them people that get off them boats and get off them oil rigs got a lot of money.
I'm not saying they don't. Believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right with that. Man, he'll beat me to it by seconds. By 2 seconds. I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. Oh shit. All right.
That's why people here in Texas be like, Houston, nah, bro. Nah, I'm good.
All right,
go down there and get out.
So my dad literally says I watch Fox News, but I found this clip online. I was like, well, it's breaking news. Let's watch this, because this is the first time I've actually watched Fox News in probably a year and a half, maybe 2.
Breaking news coming just now. Joining us this evening, Vice President J.D. Vance. Mr. Vice President, thanks for coming.
J.D. Vance.
Just seconds ago, the president went to Truth Social and typed this. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire.
I hate Brett. I'm not gonna lie. I can't stand his motherfucking ass, to be honest with you. And we got. Here we go. Let me set this up. We have $5 goddamn super chat from John the Baptist.
John the Baptist, where he been?
That says, "This is for you, Illuminated. ATL is the gay capital of Negro land."
He said gay capital, not Negro land. See, John the Baptist.
No.
Again,
It's the gay capital of Negro land. I said it right. I wasn't lying.
Yeah, John said it wrong.
John said it wrong. But anyway, thanks for the $5, John the Baptist. Let me give you what you always want. Go
get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. Go get the money. I got it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it. Push it.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, my good sir. But yeah,
John,
ATL is Negro land. ATL is Negro land for sure.
Tell John he's wrong as usual. Tell him I said it.
Houston too popular? Yes, Houston is too popular. I don't know why anyone would go there besides that wants to go there for prostitution. I mean, I've seen it with my own eyes. I was like, oh wow, this is crazy work. And it'd be the ugly ooga boogers too, boy. Whew. And to be honest with you, Mayo, them motherfuckers come back with dollar bills, y'all.
Oh yeah, even the other was making bank.
Man, it was awesome. It's not. Listen, I'm talking about the gambit, whether they white, black, whole bunch of Puerto Ricans. Whoo!
Oh
yeah. They don't listen. They don't want the Mexicans. They want the Puerto Ricans. They want the Puerto Ricans down there, boy. I tell you what,
because them Puerto Ricans can work on them rigs. They don't hire Mexicans to work them rigs.
That shit, yeah, that's true. They can work on the rigs. They ain't got to worry about shit. Look at the Blacks Who Defies in the chat. Yeah, no one with a brain lives in Houston. That's a fact. That is a fucking fact of Blacks Who Identify.
Blacks would identify. Man, where has he been?
The same place you been, nigga.
Oh well,
No,
I
he
don't
been
have
making
6
more
children.
babies. He been making more babies.
How many children blacks got now?
6, I think. 5, 6. I think it's 6. Too many of them. 2. And listen, he like 30, 35. Ooh, Lord Jesus, I can't do it. I can't do it. God.
So his youngest one is what, 3 years old?
Probably about 2 now.
I want to say 2. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
I think his
yeah.
youngest is 2.
See, I ain't been gone that long.
Gene, Black Shooter 5. How old is your youngest? I think it's 2. I think it's 2.
What does that mean? How did it come about? What's the development?
Yeah.
Here?
Well, we were actually working on that just as I left the White House to come over here. So that's good news that the president was able to get that across the finish line. I think what it means, Brett, is quite simple. First of all, the president, without, knock on wood, having a single American casualty, obliterated the Iranian nuclear program. We are now in a place where we weren't a week ago. A week ago, Iran was very close to having a nuclear weapon. Now, Iran is incapable of building a nuclear weapon with the equipment they have because we destroyed it. So that's a very, very big thing. Now, what that means, I think, is we have to talk to Iran and, of course, to Israel about what the future holds. Because while we have obliterated the Iranian nuclear program, our hope and our expectation is that they're not going to try to rebuild that program. And I think that's what the president is really trying to figure out here, is to build a long-term settlement here to where we can have peace in the region, where our regional allies and, of course, the American people, most importantly, can be secured, but where we can ensure that the destruction of the Iranian nuclear program that has already happened is not something they try to rebuild.
I want to get to the obliterated part in just a minute, but I just want to read this fully so I get the context here. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point, the ceasefire for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful on the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. He seems confident that this is all coming together.
That's right.
And when you left the White House, were you thinking this was all gelling here?
When I left the White House, I thought that we might be able to get it across the finish line before this broadcast, and it looks like the president has been able to do that. I mean, look, he's been working the phones constantly. Frankly, before the 12-day war started, but certainly over the past 12 days, the president's been extremely clear about America's national objective here. It is to create a world where Iran cannot build a nuclear weapon. We, of course, destroyed the nuclear program that they had, and the
First off, did you say Marco Rubio 2028?
I figured that get your attention.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
For vice president.
Fuck.
No, fuck.
It's
president told the entire team we're going to work to make sure that they don't try to rebuild that nuclear capability in the future. And it's look, this is a great thing. For Israel, think about this. They've accomplished an important military objective. They've helped us destroy the Iranian nuclear program. They've also destroyed the conventional missile capability of Iran that threatened the country of Israel. For the Iranians, I think this is a new opportunity to actually pursue the path of peace. As I said yesterday, what the Iranians have showed through their support of terror networks, through their now failed effort to build a nuclear weapon, is that they're just not very good at war. And I think the president really hit the reset button and said, look, let's actually produce long-term peace for the region. That's always been his goal. I actually think when we look back, we will say the 12-day war was an important reset moment for the entire region.
Would you be surprised if Iran is sending out signals that it doesn't have a specific ceasefire plan? How would the communication have been with the Iranians to get this level of confidence to put out that detailed statement?
Well, one of the things I've learned, Brett, about the Iranians in the past, 4 or 5 months that I've been in this job is what they say publicly and privately can sometimes be very different.
That's
I
a
think what the
fact.
Iranians have shown very clearly is they don't want this war to go on for much longer. Their air defenses have been totally destroyed. Their conventional missile program has been largely destroyed. And of course, their nuclear program has been obliterated, as I said before. So I think the Iranians are at a place where they don't want to keep on fighting. You saw the president, and I don't have the truth in front of me, but he talked about the next 6 hours
Right.
finalizing the attacks. I mean, what I think what he's talking about is right now for the American people watching, it's dark over there. That's typically when the Israelis and the Iranians have been shooting at each other. I think there's some recognition that that might continue for another few hours. And tomorrow really is a new day, the end of the 12-day war, the end of the Iranian nuclear program. And I really do believe the beginning of something very big for peace in the Middle East.
So you said totally obliterated. The president has said totally obliterated the Iran nuclear program.
Yeah.
Do you know for sure where all the highly enriched uranium is?
Well, Brett, I think that's actually not the question before us. The question before us is, can Iran enrich the uranium to a weapons grade level? And can they convert that fuel to a nuclear weapon? And we know, based on the success of our mission, of course, the leadership of the president, but the incredible skill of our military, that the two mission objectives are completely successful. We know that they cannot build a nuclear weapon. Now, you asked about the highly enriched uranium.
Yeah, like 900 pounds of it.
But what we know, Brett, is that uranium is something that exists in very large supply. Our goal was to bury the uranium, and I do think the uranium is buried, but our goal was to eliminate the enrichment and eliminate their ability to convert that enriched fuel into a nuclear weapon. I think this is an important point, Brett, because so many of the folks who have focused on the highly enriched uranium,
Sure,
the
60%.
main focus, Brett, has been to destroy their enrichment capacity, because we don't want that 60% uranium to become 90% uranium. That's the real concern, and that's what was so successful about our mission.
So after all this, if the Iranian government survives as is, what's to stop it from rebuilding over time if they in fact moved the 60% highly enriched uranium? That's the concern.
No, the
Well,
big
another
concern,
Democrat
Brett,
getting
and this is
office, they
again
sure
what we
gonna be
destroyed,
building.
is their ability to enrich uranium. If they have 60% enriched uranium, but they don't have the ability to enrich it to 90%, and further, they don't have the ability to convert that to a nuclear weapon, that is mission success. That is the obliteration of their nuclear program, which is why the president, I think, rightly is using that term. But here's the question. If Iran is desperate to build a nuclear weapon in the future, then they're going to have to deal with a very, very powerful American military again. Our hope is that the lesson that the Iranians have learned here is, look, we can fly a bunker buster bomb from Missouri to Iran completely undetected without landing once on the
That's
ground. And we
crazy.
can destroy whatever nuclear capacity we build up. I think that lesson is what's going to teach them not to rebuild their nuclear capacity.
Yesterday, were you speaking on the president's behalf when you said he was not interested in regime change?
Well, Brett, what I've said is the American military, that is not our mission as regime change. Our mission was to destroy the nuclear facilities and the nuclear program of Iran, which we, of course, did. I think what the president's also said is that the Iranian people want to make a decision about regime change. That's between the Iranian people and the regime. Of course, we support freedom fighters all around the world, but our mission was to destroy the nuclear facilities, and that's what we did.
So you don't think there's any mixed message when he goes to Truth Social and says it's not politically correct to use the term regime change, but if the current Iranian regime is unable to make Iran great again, why wouldn't there be a regime change? Miga.
Well, I think what the president is saying very clearly, Brett, is if the Iranian people want to do something about their own leadership, that's up to the Iranian people. What the American national security interest here is very simple. It's to destroy the nuclear program. That's what we've done. And now that the 12-day war appears to be effectively over, we have an opportunity, I think, to restart a real peace process. And Brett, this is not just about two countries, Iran and Israel. All of these Gulf Arab states, they want peace. They want to invest. They want to build artificial intelligence hardware. They want to sort of come into the new economy. And that was impossible when you had Iran that was, as the president said, acting like a bully across the Middle East. We really
All right, we can pause right there. Y'all can go ahead and conversate.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a threat directly to the mullahs. That if you continue, this will happen. Not a very veiled threat, but a very effective one, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it ain't true, right? What up, Pat Wildebeest? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the stream. Magnus on Kick, thank you for being there. If you want to be a part of it, I don't really have a Discord that really adds you, so I'm not gonna do that part. But if you want to join, there's a call-in number where you can call in and be a part of the show versus getting on the panel. You can do that as well. What up, blacks who identify with the Defy Nation?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
What's up, man? How you doing? Happy post birthday, by the way.
Oh man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I'm another year around the doggone sun.
What are you,
Hallelujah.
39 now with 17 kids?
Yeah, I'm 39 with 17 kids. You know it, man. You know what? I think the funniest thing about all this is just like with Soleimani during Trump's first presidency, we got all these people yelling World War III, fake MAGA people yelling World War III, and also the left yelling World War III ad nauseum. It's ridiculous. I'm like, what do you think Iran is going to do? Oh, they might activate sleeper cells. What sleeper cells? They would have been activated by now. I'm like, don't you understand? The apparatus by which these people were operating under has been dismantled vis-a-vis the USAID. I mean, that was the bank for the world. Everybody was eating off of that. They were filtering and laundering money through that. Obama said, what did he say? 1.7 billion to Iran before he left out of office. They froze it. They froze 400 million of it. As soon as Biden came in, he unfroze the rest of it, then sent them another 16 billion. So I mean, I don't. It's all through USAID. I don't understand what these people think is going to happen. Let me just tell you what it is, and everybody on this panel who has served, we all know what it is. Iran is a Stone Age backwater. Okay, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to even make America wince. They don't have anybody in their corner. Russia isn't going to buck. China isn't gonna buck. Nobody's gonna buck. We are the fatted calf, but we're a fatted calf with a fucking bazooka. Nobody. I don't understand what these people think, man. But it's all cognitive dissonance. They just want people to be up in arms, like what's going on in New York. Get ready to say Allahu Akbar. Anybody who lives in New York.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna hear the prayer towers in the morning, prayer time.
They go pray prayer tower. I'm sorry, prayer from the Empire State Building every damn morning. Call to prayer 3 times. How many times is it? I can't remember. Is it 3? Is it 3 or 5 times? Yeah, it's 5 times.
It's 5.
Yeah, 5 times, man.
I mean,
these people are nuts.
Let them do it. Pat Wildebeest says he's Russia strong right now, which is cool. He says close all foreign bases and help the U.S. citizens. Oh, listen, why close them all down?
Why close foreign bases?
You don't even
because having foreign bases allows us to do what we just did in mass.
Yes. Just like you guys were talking about AFRICOM. AFRICOM is robust.
Yeah,
ain't nobody doing nothing.
Yeah. So he also says Iran never attacked first, which, okay, neither did we. Iran has been around for thousands of years. Listen, everyone's been around for thousands of years except for the United States.
Yeah,
so. and even the United States has been around. This whole world has been around for 1,000 years. That's making sense.
Ask him what happened in 1979.
Thank you. Ask him what happened in 1979. Okay? Do they forget how America-esque Iran was?
And notice, right? This is the first time since 79 that Iran's been actually smacked in the face.
Yep.
And look how effective it's been.
What's going on, Beastly Nerd? How you doing, my good sir? If you haven't noticed, we have a call-in number now. You can call in. You ain't got to come up to the panel. We can hear you. Matter of fact, you'll be heard through the motherfucking microphone. Believe it. Yeah.
I've heard so many people say that the U.S. put Khomeini in power.
Yeah, man,
And they actually believe that. And it's completely false. What the U.S. did was fail to back the guy they actually put in power in 79.
Yep.
With the Islamic Revolution. And that's because Jimmy Carter was president.
Thank you. And you know what a lame duck he was. Anyway.
You think Jimmy Carter was a lame duck?
Yes,
completely.
sir.
Completely.
How many terms did he serve, sir? How many terms did he serve?
One.
Why is that, sir? Why was that?
Because people didn't know the brilliance behind what he did.
What brilliance, sir? What?
Listen.
Leaving our hostages to Iran for a year?
Sir, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I can't tell you. I'm only going by the Democratic state because when Jimmy Carter died, he was a great leader. He did this, he did that. There's a whole bunch of shit. Now, he's a great leader now just because he was president. So I can't tell you the brilliance behind him, but that's what I heard for the last, 2 years before he died. So
He was so good he didn't get reelected.
Well,
like somebody else we know. But it's funny. They talk about the antiquity of places like Iran and you know what antiquity means. They talk about that of places like that, but they forget that all these places were historically Christian, every single one of them, until Muhammad in the 5th century started going on his jihad. Medina was Christian, Egypt was Christian, Iran, all these places that now have had their history erased by pillaging evil Muslims are now Islam because they defeated Christendom, or I'm sorry, not defeated them, but came at them unawares. And then now it's, Islam is a religion of peace. It was never, and it still isn't, man. But because we have so many gullible idiots, we let them in hook, line, and sinker. We let them get a foothold, and then before you know it, we're like England, having Sharia law councils and having rape gangs going around chopping children into burger meat, etc. It's insane, man.
Yeah, I had a guy tell me that Iran was like 90% Shia Muslim, right? that's Iran's official stance, right? But 61% of them identify as non-religious Persians.
Yep. Just like in Egypt, the Coptic Christian out there. That's what they historically were, and they've been browbeaten and beaten down. They have to pay the oh my God, what is that Islamic tax? I can't remember the jizya. And it's ridiculous. And then they're constantly harassed and beaten and killed. I'm tired of people talking, man. They don't know what they're talking about. Most people don't.
No, and we at least Trump realizes, right, that not every culture in every country can handle democracy.
Yes, kill them, man. Blow them off the face of the earth.
Democracy is not made for everyone.
Democracy isn't made for anyone. Hence the founding fathers and the Federalist Papers. These people are idiots. I'm tired of people telling me what democracy is. I'm like, if you want democracy, man, go live in a communist regime. Oh, wait, there are none because they've all imploded. Anyway, listen, the Democrat Party is over. The Republicans aren't too far behind. In a minute, we're gonna have a whole bunch of Muslims coming in here telling you exactly what it is and committing jihad. And what's the greatest form of jihad? Pillaging and plundering. Greatest form of jihad.
That was a Twix ice cream bar.
Blacks do defy, right? With all these sleeper cells, right?
Yeah.
The entire the first 34 layers of the top down for the IRGC have been eliminated.
Yep.
So I guarantee there's probably nobody in the IRGC that even knows how to activate these people anymore.
No.
Those numbers were destroyed in phones. Those emails, addresses were destroyed.
And that's and see, you make such a great point. I don't understand what they think America is. I don't understand why they think America is just this weak, impudent, defanged entity, man. I don't know what they think this is. We're some sort of injured animal crying out or into the darkness or something, waiting on the wolves to circle.
To these people, Russia's military and Iran's military are far superior.
Oh my!
It's insane. It's literally insane.
Don't they
Russia's
understand?
intelligence is so great that it just lost a third of its nuclear bomber fleet to drones. That were built in Russia.
It's insane. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, go ahead.
Iran said before Trump decided to destroy their nuclear weapons caches, right, our program, that our days here in America are going to be numbered because they have thousands of sleeper cells here that are ready to strike at a moment's notice. But I mean, it is what it is. Let me say this. Patriot.
You know what, Tom? If there was 10 of them, you know where they are right now?
Yeah.
You know where they're at right now, sir? They're at the strip club celebrating that their families didn't get killed.
Yeah. Hey Pat, if you want to come up to the panel, you can, or you can call in. Use one of them. Don't just type, motherfucker. Let someone hear your voice. I like hearing motherfuckers' voice so I can call them stupid. You know, it's okay. It's nothing personally against anyone. I like to call people stupid.
First of all, I don't take any advice or any reprimand from non-believers. So you can miss me with that. Secondly, do unto others. Yeah, the Bible also tells you that you are not to murder, but it has nothing to do with not killing. I can definitely protect myself, and I can be preemptive with that as well. I understand. I don't understand where these people are getting this from, but again, I don't take reprimand for those who are non-believers.
I reprimand you all the time. I'm just.
Do I take your reprimand, sir?
No, not at all. No one cares. I think we have a group of motherfuckers that just don't care. You know, it is. Shit happens. You know, everyone got their own beliefs, and I'm not like I'm a non-believer. I'm not gonna sit and say I'm not, but you know, shit happens. You know,
my point is that we got all these heathens telling me what God's word says. I'm like, please, you think I'm gonna listen to you? No, sir.
And an open instruction to Islam is to lie to your enemy.
Yes, you know what they'll say to you, and that is in Hadith. That's Hadith, and it's in the Quran. But you know what they'll say to you? They'll be like, "No, that's Shia Muslims do that." I'm like, "No, mother." I'm like, "Nah, that's all of you. You can openly lie to your enemy."
I think.
And guess what? It's Shias that control Iran.
Exactly.
And support Iran.
So I have a question for you. I got a question for all the men on the panel. Do you really think that they're gonna bring Jesus, what is that shit called? God damn it.
Jihad?
Not jihad. Don't worry about that.
Sleeper cell.
Sharia law here to America. I know they tried. And they're probably in different places. It's actually a form. I think some places in Minnesota. So it's not all over.
Okay, so here's my answer to that. As long as we have judicial arms, you know, the article, you know, with Article 3 powers who are willing to exercise the Article 3 powers, meaning uphold the Constitution, that won't happen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
But with the advent,
I can't hear nobody.
With the advent of
I can hear you, sir.
The advent of these activist judges we have here who commit injunctions against the president's Article 2 powers, and they have to constantly fight them in Article 3 courts. It's ridiculous. And so as long as we have a Supreme Court who's willing to uphold the Constitution, which they just did again, with a 6-3 ruling, allowing Trump to deport these illegal effing aliens en masse to wherever he wants to.
Yeah, any other country.
Yeah, any country he wants.
Without warning, motherfucker.
And without warning, we're good. But you see what's going on in New York, okay?
Yeah.
You see, that's why I said the Democratic Party is done, but the Republican Party is not too far behind.
No, you're talking about that one that's winning. Well, he ain't winning. He's right behind sorry ass Cuomo.
He just beat him. He just creeped ahead of him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he was close to it. This was like 2 days ago, so I don't know.
And Tom, I'll say this, right? Sharia courts will exist in America in the same system that allows Judge Judy to hold court in America. If it's a mutually agreed upon system, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, well, that's when people agree to it, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they're doing in Europe.
So, but guess what? A non-Sharia person,
it is indeed
a non-Sharia believing person is not going to be forced to go to those courts.
Illuminate, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What in the world is going on here?
I guess Illuminate can't hear nobody. Wildebeest, I'm telling you, man, it's better to come up here and talk to us. It's easy. We're all see. I'm not a conservative nor Republican. I'm damn sure not a Democrat. I'm like far right leaning. That next to well, I'm a nationalist. I'm a supreme nationalist, to be honest with you.
He makes Hillary Clinton. He makes Trump look like Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person that don't want hardly any of these motherfuckers to have power. So what's up?
Yeah, there's a lot of. Listen, I do believe in dictatorship. That's just me personally. Everyone on here doesn't believe like me. I believe in dictatorship. I think there should be.
I actually believe that the standard term for a U.S. president should be 8 years.
Tom, are you muted?
No, we can.
We hear you just fine, man.
Huh?
We hear you just fine.
We
Yeah,
hear you, man.
Check to make sure your tab isn't muted
Mayo,
up
I
top
can't hear
of
Tom,
your
I
browser.
can't hear Black.
Let me
I
see.
can't hear
Let me
nobody.
see. Let me see.
What in the world?
I'll bet you his tab is muted.
Hey, let me put it in the back. Jesus Christ. Let me type it in the back.
Okay, let's see what's going on here.
Oh, shit, that's not the back. That's the front.
Because I guarantee in places like Islamabad in New York, they hold Sharia court.
Oh man, listen, Europe is cooked.
Yeah, Europe's done, dude. Yeah, Europe's done.
Europe is cooked. I don't know if y'all.
Are they seriously allowing that shit to happen in Europe?
Oh yeah, Europe's done.
Yes,
Europe's done. And not only is Europe done, but these people are allowed to govern themselves.
Okay.
And if you say anything against them, then you go to jail. They can show up to your doorstep and arrest you. Yeah.
I thought that was only in London, though. I mean,
No. Easily all over Europe, right? For 20 years, the British police have been hiding the Muslim rape gangs.
Yep. Yeah.
For over 20 years, there was just a huge release of information on it. It's crazy.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Okay.
Yes, they have been hiding the Muslim
Yo, I
rape
gotta
gang.
see this. Yo, y'all got a link to that so I can read that shit later?
Yeah, so I'll put one in the back for you.
Yeah, he's better with the links, but I've been following this for years. What was the name of the girl? What was the name of the girl that they raped for cigarettes? And then once they were done with her, they turned her into hamburger meat and fed her to everybody in the council.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And now Brexit makes Britain's exit from the EU makes fucking more sense now.
Well, even if it wasn't for the Muslims, it made sense. They didn't want to be a part of the EU in the first place, and they shouldn't have never been a part of the EU. But they were trying to compete with the American dollar. But it never made any sense. But we had communist socialists in control, and Angela Merkel, what's that dude's name? Who was the prime minister during war on terrorism. God dang, what is his name? I can't remember his name. But the point is, we had socialists ad nauseum who were running these countries, man. And so now we have rooted them out, and we ain't trying to let them back in. Same here in America. So, you know, who's the mayor of LA? Just take a gander into her background and then come back to me.
Oh yeah, she spent summers in Cuba. I put 2 stories in the back, Beasley. It will enrage you, especially since you have daughters. Sir.
Yeah,
well, I have female younger siblings. So
yeah.
I can't find a story where it shows that every fucking country in the UK, I mean every city in the UK or town in the UK is ran by a Muslim.
Oh yeah, and they're trying to do the same thing right now with in Ireland. And the only people that are pushing back are the Northern Irish Catholics. The Protestants are fucking welcoming.
let me guess, they're trying to call the Northern Irish cats racist.
Of course.
The phone number to the show is posted at the top of the fucking chat. I think it's up there. If you click it, it says it'll open it up. It'll show you what it says.
The Church of England is embracing it as well.
Oh my God, what are we talking about? Are y'all serious? Y'all haven't, I mean, listen, Beasley, all you gotta do is go on X and type in Europe Islamic problem.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's so insidious.
I knew they had a problem, but I didn't know it was that deep.
Yeah, it's
deep.
And Beasley, when you read European crime stats, they are listed as Asians.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's how they get away with the shit. They putting it under another group of people. Oh, okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Well, no, technically, the Middle East is part of Asia.
Yeah, it's true. That is it is on
Yeah,
the continent.
they're
the Southwest Asia. Yeah.
This is why
Asia Minor.
This is why I don't trust this motherfucker, right? Because everyone wants to listen. This motherfucker's been saying the same shit since the 80s.
If you take away the Soviet and its chief property, the PLO, international terrorism would collapse.
This nigga had hair.
Saddam's regime, I guarantee you, will have enormous positive reverberations on the region. Obviously, we like to see a regime change, at least I would, in Iran, just as I would like to see in Iraq. The question now is a practical question. What is the best place to proceed? It's not a question of whether Iraq's regime should be taken out, but when should it be taken out? It's not a question of whether you'd like to see a regime change in Iran, but how do it...
Are there any other nations that you would recommend that the United States launch preemptive attacks upon at this point?
The answer is categorically yes. The 2 nations that are vying, competing with each other, who will be the first to achieve nuclear weapons, is Iraq.
Lindsey Ham.
Third nation, by the way, Libya as well.
Mitch McConnell.
Trying very...
But most people don't understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Iraq had 2 nuke plants, and Israel took both of them out in the 80s. Did you not know that, Tom?
Did I know what? Say it again. I wasn't listening. I was reading.
Iraq had 2 nuclear plants, sir.
Iraq? Oh,
2 reactors. Yes, in the 80s. Yeah,
probably did. I'm not.
And they were taken out, and they built a third. Tried to build a third, which Israel took out too.
My thing is this.
Hold on. My dad said nothing will work for fools like you. Anything that's normal for your panel thinks it's okay for Trump to fuck you till one of you'll get caught. But no one said anything about Trump. I could give shit about Trump.
Man, I don't care about Trump.
We're literally talking about other motherfucking shit, you want to bring it back to Trump. See, you have literally TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, because no one said anything about Trump in probably about 45 minutes.
In fact, I was just about to excoriate the Republican Party, Lindsey Ham, Mitch McConnell, and Jerry Attrick Cruz for
that motherfucker looks as stupid
running,
as shit.
for running on the agenda of being Israel's greatest protector. All three of them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, nothing about America.
And that's what I said.
What do I always say? That's why I don't never vote for him every time he's up for an election. I don't even understand how this motherfucker keep getting elected here in Texas.
Because he is he's just in there, man. It's hard to
not just
have
that.
a regime change. Yeah,
the idiots the Democrats put up against him, like the skateboard dude.
Oh my goodness. And and what was that dude's name? Beto O'Rourke.
Call that dude by his real name. What's his name? Robert. Robert.
His name is Robert.
Robert. I ain't calling that son of a bitch. I'm not calling him Beto.
Beto was
nigga
what the fucking maid called him. Beto was what the maid called him, because that's Spanish for fucking Bobby.
Hey, Mama, can you put OG in timeout for his bullshit ass statement in the chat? No one listening to. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put his ass in timeout. You going to timeout for 10 seconds?
Beta is so entrenched in the cartel. It's not even in cartel money. It's not even funny. That's his wife is the daughter of one of the richest cartel bosses. I mean, I remember when I met him in El Paso years ago. I'm like, who is this dude?
The problem is I keep telling people that I am not a Republican. I am not a conservative. I think the Republican Party is one of the weakest out there. They're just as bad as the Democrat Party. We already know I'm far from a fucking Democrat. Them motherfuckers are retarded as shit. They believe AI generated fucking videos and send it to me like this a real goddamn thing. But you can see that is motherfucking AI generated, pops. I just want to let you know it's crazy. And the thing
did he really see an AI generated video and thought it was real?
Yeah, absolutely he did. I know you in the chat, and I told you to your face that it's propaganda, AI generated fucking video. But people that have the thought processes that everything that's going on is Trump's fault or Biden's fault or whatever, all of them have kissed the motherfucking ring of motherfucking Israel. If you ask me, I don't give a fuck what president it is. They have all kissed the ring of fucking Israel, and I'm not.
They've all kissed the ring.
If they want to motherfucking take on a fucking fight, let them motherfuckers fight it without us. I literally said when he first did it, when he first struck them, I said, this was a stupid motherfucking thing. And I've been against it the whole entire time. And I'm still against it too.
Same here. I was like, what we bombing these nuclear sites for? I don't give a damn about that. You doing this shit on the behalf of the small hats and them cats over in Israel. What we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Beasley, wasn't one of his campaign promises also that Iran would never get a nuclear weapon?
True.
So he's just keeping his campaign promise. And he tried through negotiations for over 60 days.
He sure did. There's only so much a man can do, and only so much a man will stand. Any man here, especially. We're not going to sit here.
Why are people so afraid of U.S. swinging their axe? The U.S. swinging the axe.
So I'm not against it, right? I'm not against it. But I'm not going to do it at the behest of some sorry-ass motherfuckers who started shit.
Sir, I say they made it actually. I would say Israel made it a lot easier for us.
Yeah, sure. Yes, but it looks like, so what it does, it gives it a bad look upon you that you have to do it at the behest of some pussy ass goddamn Israel nation. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Everyone else wants to fucking say, oh, we need to protect the fuck Israel. If Israel wants to start their own fight, let them fucking do it.
Yeah, but not the one when in the end you negotiated the peace.
Cool, that's good. No, I'm glad. Guess what? Let them motherfuckers fight their own shit, and then we can negotiate. We ain't got to do a goddamn thing.
Honestly, I just would like to take Ben
for this way of thinking. right, is with the 60% discovery by the IAEA, this was going to happen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Regardless of Israel or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what? I would much rather him go at it by himself and do it versus fucking doing it at the behest of Israel. Because the bad look behind it was this sorry piece of shit Netanyahu. Oh, it's gonna come to the United States of America once they get an ICBM, and we're gonna that shit is
Tom, did this decision actually protect or make it more dangerous for U.S. troops?
It didn't make it dangerous for U.S. troops. Fuck them motherfuckers.
It made it less dangerous for U.S. troops, right?
Sure, it was never dangerous for them to begin with.
It would have been if Iran would have been at full strength with their anti-aircraft and their air force, right?
Listen, cool. If you want to say that the reason that I'm all for letting Israel fight its own fucking battles. If he wants to fight its own battle with Gaza, that's cool. Listen. The only reason why we went, you can say it was because the 60 days time has ran out, but we all heard Trump also say it wasn't time to strike yet. So if it wasn't time to strike yet, after this sorry piece of shit talk,
Trump went against Israel.
No, it didn't. He didn't. He said they didn't fucking. His exact words is they didn't come to me before they striked. So. And then he came out, the piece of shit came out there. Oh, well, they're going to come to the U.S. shores and blah, 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 blah. Bullshit, speaking English and shit. But most of the time he's speaking that guala shit. Now he's speaking English again.
But didn't Iran say that themselves? Did they not make a movie about killing Trump at Mar-a-Lago?
Who cares? We know it wasn't going to fucking happen. There's propaganda always being spewed. There's not a fucking minute that goes by that's not.
And you know what?
Being spewed.
The major problem in the Middle East, Tom, most of it has been that nobody's made Iran eat their shit.
Well, yeah, sure, that's cool.
79.
Yeah, I'm happy for that. I just much rather him.
Who just fixed that? Israel or America?
It don't matter. It don't
exactly.
matter.
Thank you.
Listen, you can say, I'm still not going to say, listen, I'd much rather you go at it alone, fuck Israel, let Israel continue to do what they do and do your own striking back the fuck out, which he did. In the long run, he did that. But the point is, he only went in after this piece of shit spoke. So if you would have did it before this motherfucker spoke, I'd be like, all right, cool, I'm with it. But
Trump doesn't fucking control when Netanyahu speaks in Israel.
Man, listen, fuck that shit. I would have waited a month before I fucking did it so it wouldn't look like I did it with this motherfucker. That's me. That's me personally. He can do it. They gonna do what the fuck they want to do. But me personally, after this piece of shit fucking talked, I would have said, oh, no, nigga. You went in without me. Fuck it. I'm gonna let y'all fight this out for a little bit. In a month and a half or two, I might come in there, throw a little jet here, throw a little jet there, knock out some shit. But I damn sure ain't gonna do it 2 days after. What wasn't even 2 days? It was a day after this motherfucker spoke. Hell no. Hell no. Well, y'all know what my feelings is against these motherfuckers, so that's probably why I got vitriol for these motherfuckers.
Well, I don't like these KZRs either. I don't like these hook noses either. But I don't disagree with what Trump did.
What the fuck are you talking about? Tell the truth. Your boy, No Trumps, is the type of person that got your people bragging about the USA. All this fake news for you guys to talk about. Well, what was fake news?
Man, go stand in the welfare line somewhere, idiot.
Tom, is that your dad still talking trash in the chat?
Absolutely.
Since 79, the last time Iran capitulated.
Jesus Christ.
Since 79.
We're gonna put both of y'all in timeout. You two OG and my pops about all going timeout for a whole goddamn day. Fucking with me. Mama, put your son in timeout for 10 seconds, man. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to put him in timeout. But if you do it, it's okay. Put my dad in timeout too. Sick of his shit too.
But like you said, nobody was defending or really talking about Trump. We talking about the bullshit that's happening overseas that they're just letting happen and slowly creeping over here.
Well,
that every American president since Reagan has let happen.
Yes, has kissed the motherfucking ring, nigga. And I don't see why. Listen, I'm not saying I seen Trump over there kissing the motherfucking ring and the wall too. This is nothing new. I don't give a shit about that shit. And I told you, listen, I don't like when I see a grown ass man go over there kissing walls and shit and kissing niggas rings and shit. What the fuck? You a grown ass man. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, just like the Muslims who kiss. He's acting just like the Muslim who kissed the black stone.
Yeah,
walk around the Kaaba, kiss the black stone, drink Zam water.
Get the fuck out of here, man! This shit is crazy.
And he's drinking at 10 afterwards.
You can bring your punk ass up, OG. I see.
I was just making sure now. I just want to know something from HR. How much is this to stop Uncle Tom for trying to silence me and Pop? I need to go ahead and send that to you.
That'll be $6,480,000.
Do you have that? I don't know what we gonna do. I ain't got that, boss lady. I don't know what me and Pop are gonna do.
The funny thing is, I can't see him for some odd reason.
No,
I see him in the StreamYard, but I do not see him on any of the YouTube.
You not see him in the chat?
Oh, I don't see him in chat either.
I don't see him at all.
I see him in chat.
I don't.
He in there.
I don't see him not once.
I can see him in the chat on StreamYard, but he on there though.
Yeah, I see him in StreamYard, but not on Facebook. I mean, not on YouTube.
Switch to live chat, not top chat.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah,
I can't give away Pop's secret, but you keep on doing your thing. I know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I was just coming up here, to see if I could, you know what I'm saying, try to get the hate out of his heart. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no one got no hate, no heart for that
you
old
mad,
nigga.
You mad because Pops are botching you from the phone, nigga, and that's sad, bro. What we doing here?
Who the fuck is he botching? He just said some irrelevant shit that no one is up here saying, oh, Trump is the greatest. Who said Trump was the greatest, OG?
No,
Well, I heard it a few hours back.
He's
but,
not standing with the Ayatollah.
You a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie, OG.
He said he heard it a few hours back. No,
yeah.
Just making up shit.
That nigga lied his ass. Put $5 on it, nigga. Put $5 on it. You heard someone say that Trump was the greatest.
Do I have to say who said it?
You can say whatever the fuck you want. I know it wasn't me.
Blame the white man.
I wasn't gonna blame the white man. I was gonna blame somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But I can say he said it. It's okay. I just want to know. I just want to let you know. Stop hating on Pops. Let him do his thing.
Ain't no one hating on that old ass nigga if he said something that was actually relevant. He just out here y'all think Trump is just. No one cares, nigga. If you can't understand that I just said I don't agree with the shit he did. And I'm still standing on that shit. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, because Mayo said who did this. I don't give a fuck. I still, from the get go, said I was against it. I'm still against it. Do I think it was the right move for him? It possibly could have been the right move for him, but I still disagree with it because his whole thing was not to start any new wars or anything like that. He jumping in shit. It's like, nigga, what are we doing? What are we doing?
It sounded like he had one.
And I know it's not a war. Well, he said it was a war, a 12-day war. So if he's calling it a war, well, he jumped in a 12-day war. I just think it's bad for the brand.
And ended it, sir.
It is bad for the brand. I'm just gonna put it like that.
And that's the same thing the Democrats are going to push. They're going to lose on it, sir.
He'll be fine. Same thing happened during Soleimani. He'll be fine.
Well, that was so the difference between that and this was he wasn't calling that a war. He was calling that strikes, which is fine. Don't say we pretty much a 12-day war and it ended. Just say we struck.
He didn't call this a war.
Yes, he did.
He did. He said a 12-day war. He put a brand. He labeled it.
But no, a 12-day war, not that the Americans, not from Americans' standpoint, but between Israel and him.
Yeah,
and he was the one that negotiated the peace and ended it, sir. He ended a war. that was going on already.
You gonna give that? You gonna think that giving him kudos for that shit? He also joined in the war too. So that didn't, just because you negotiated some shit don't mean that you wasn't jumping in that shit. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop.
Decisive action to end it, sir.
Yeah, to you, right? Guess
you
what?
You think
if he wouldn't hold on. If he wouldn't have jumped in to begin with, he wouldn't even been in a war. He wouldn't even have to call it a war.
But a war would have still happened, right?
What'd you say?
A war would have still happened, and it would still be going on, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be America's war. That means we wouldn't be involved in it, right? It still would have been Israel's war
now, sir.
Well,
It's not America's war now.
Once you join in and actually help and strike and shit, you are entering a war with these motherfuckers.
We struck no military targets, sir.
It don't matter what you struck. You struck something that wasn't yours.
So? We didn't bomb no salt. We didn't bomb no salt.
They
ended a war. His decisive actions ended a war, sir. Listen, Tom.
I'm not faking shit. I'm still not gonna say, oh, give him kudos for something that he joined into. That's stupid. That's like saying, you know what? I just got a couple kicks in, but I ain't did nothing else. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are we doing? That motherfucker said, you know what? I'm looking at these niggas fight. Let me go ahead and give me a couple kicks to the face, motherfucker. That's what he did. I kicked the nigga in the face.
But when the police officer comes in and sprays mace to break up a fight, did they enter that fight?
No, the police officers didn't.
All right. Did they stop the fight?
Hey, the police officers didn't do that shit. He the motherfucker one
So no, I'm just saying, if a police officer comes in and uses deadly force to stop a fight, did they enter the fight?
Absolutely, they did. It's called a use of force.
They didn't enter no doggone fight. They stopped the fight.
Sir, it's called a use of force. It's literally what it's called.
It did was neutralize the threats and end the fight.
I can't give y'all that. I'm going with my.
Why can't you give us that? It's literally the same thing.
No, that ain't happening. I'm not giving you
because
niggas
because there's nobody to police the two motherfuckers that's going at each other. You saying that he is, but he just the person that's joining in. If you can tell us who's the person who is coming in as the police that's going to come in and check America, who is it?
Huh?
Who's
I'm saying America is the police arm.
Yes, what I'm saying.
America is the police, sir.
No, America is the policing arm.
I get what you're saying, but I get what you and Mayo was saying. But leave it at that and go back to what Tom was saying before y'all changed it. You have two people getting into a fight, and then you come in and kick them in the face. Who is going to come in and check y'all in this type of scenario? Who's above us?
Nobody.
That's Tom's point. That's why Tom is right.
No, we're saying Tom is wrong because he's saying that America is entering the fight because we're taking sides.
No.
He's saying you join in the fight because you kick somebody in the face by doing a strike to help somebody. So what he's saying is nobody is going to be there. The police can't come there because there ain't no police.
I'm saying that
nobody's going to check us.
No, sir, because we are the police.
I'm juxtaposing his
we're
position with my position. We are the police
in a war, sir. That's what, like Tom just said.
That's the point. We are the police.
No, the police don't come in and help, sir. Y'all just came up and told Tom that they come in and de-escalate. They come in and
we did de-escalate.
No, we did not.
Nigga,
yes, we did. We blew up. Look, we blew up. We blew up nuclear sites.
The whole war to de-escalate. What are you talking about?
We did de-escalate. That's why we're the police.
Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas they came over here and kicked the nigga in the face and said, you know what? Right now, since y'all kicked him in the face, I'm gonna take 2 steps back. Matter of fact, they gave 3 kicks to the face because they do it at 3 different sites.
We came in here. We came in here and shot the guy.
No,
we came in here. We came in here and we shot the guy who wouldn't stop.
Y'all get 3. What? They didn't even start this shit. What are you talking about? They got 3 kicks to the face. And then y'all want to back out and say, you know what? Now, since I pretty much knocked your motherfucking ass out, y'all can come to table. I will tell the other motherfuckers to stop hitting you right now. That's what y'all just did. That's what they fucking just did. Get in the face. Hey, don't hit him no more. Don't hit him no more. I want to see if he figured out what he
We
was
can't.
wrong at.
Look. America's that police officer. America's that police officer who came in after the fact. We decided who started it, and we attacked the people who we believe started it.
Y'all ain't shit.
I give you a good analogy, Tom. This is just like when you go out with somebody and they get into it with them, and then them two was fighting. Then you go over and end the whole goddamn thing. You punch them in the face, and then you stick your chest out and tell everybody, "Nigga, anybody run up, nigga, what you gonna do? I'm gonna knock you out." That's what the fuck happened, bro. What are we doing here?
That's a whole fact.
They not gonna mess with us because we already stuck our chests out. We didn't already.
We the big dog on the block.
Yes, bro. We didn't hit you in your face, and you can't do nothing about it. What can you do, Nick? Nothing. And you better not touch them. That's how much. That ain't no police type shit.
I'm sick of this nigga Blacks. Get on my goddamn nerve. Him and Mayo trying to jump me and shit. Like I'm gonna change my goddamn stance.
Hey, that's not the goal. Jumping you is jumping you, right?
That shit crazy. No, I mean, I ain't gonna say. Like I said, for me, I gotta take the stance that I took from the beginning. I'm not gonna change it, right? But do I think he did what's best for his sake? Sure, it could have been true.
Look,
not gonna say he's wrong.
For the most part, I'm just bullshitting to get a rise out of you. Personally, I did not care for him bombing Iran. I don't believe we should have any. We don't have any skin in this game. I don't know why we're in it. Shouldn't be in it. I'm not a Trump zealot. What I care about is America. Like you said, I'm a nationalist, man. I want to do what's best for America. So what's best for America is for us to stay the hell out of Middle Eastern affairs. And that's just my opinion.
I mean, the military is looking real soft right now. We need to try to get that shit back on track first before we start.
Well, that's what they're doing with Pete Hegseth. Calling. That's what he's. That's why they.
And that nigga Pete Hegseth said, "We're through with that shit."
Yeah.
Yo, I was dying. Nigga. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. We done with that shit.
Hey, that's why he kicked out all them transgenders.
Mm-hmm.
And that's we gotta get recruitment back up because it's like people that I know that's like, yo, I'm done with the military.
Recruitment has been the highest. It's been the highest it's been in the last 8 years.
Mm.
Yeah, it's back up. That was quick. It already met its target before even coming close to the fucking fiscal year. Already hit targets.
And that's why I just don't listen to talk. All these people talking about what's wrong and how he's sexist and what's the other one? What's the other ism when you don't like homosexual?
Homophobic.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Xenophobic.
Oh, yeah, you're all that. But everything that they have said, everything they've said that the right has done wrong has been adjudicated by the Supreme Court. Everything, every single one of they were working. Listen, like it or not, man, they're working. They have the Constitution behind them. Period. They reluctantly rule in their favor because they know that the Constitution holds up what they're doing. It's not even wrong. It's not wrong whatsoever, especially when you have a president who exercises his Article 2 powers like every other president has.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to me, man, when people say, "Oh, he doesn't want." He wants people who are loyal to him. I'm like, doesn't every fucking president? Doesn't every
exactly?
I'm like, what are you talking about? Do they even know what Obama did when he came into office? How many people he fired who weren't even threats to him? He fired so many people.
Lawyer in the Justice Department, damn near.
Yes. And not only them, he fired the people who we affectionately call monuments men, like what's his name? The war historian Victor David Hansen, fired him, fired all sorts of people who had nothing to do with him. And then it wasn't because he needed to expeditiously fill the positions with loyalists. He just fired him because he just didn't want him there. And it took 2 years for him to fill some of the positions from people that he fired. My point is that all presidents do it, man. They all do it. Every one of them. Nobody's special here. This isn't a special circumstance where this
and
president
it's well
alone.
within their authority.
Yeah.
That old nigga up here.
Just like, you know, he illegally took the fucking California National Guard. No, the fuck he didn't. He owns them
And
anyway.
then he's the commander. I got into an argument with my people about that shit.
And then they keep trying to invoke posse comitatus. I'm like, posse comitatus has nothing to do with this. What's wrong with you, man? I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, don't you understand? Nobody, no court can check Article 2 powers. They can't.
Turn the TV down, nigga. Y'all niggas over there being disrespectful, old ass niggas.
I think that's Pops.
I know who it is, old ass niggas. Niggas old, nigga. I got my goddamn nerves.
Oh shit.
So what'd you come up here to say, old ass nigga? Well, hey, you muted. You muted. We gonna put you old niggas out the pack. You muted, nigga. I get you. Hold on. Let me see if I can get you. Let me get you.
No.
There you go. There you go.
Son.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
You know, y'all always put the wrong people in, you know, say everything bad about a person that's loved by everyone versus a person that everybody hates.
Who was loved? Who did we say was loved by someone?
Talk about Obama, and then you got Trump an example for y'all to be some goddamn hero or some shit. Are y'all crazy?
Who say was a hero?
Oh, well, put it like this. He's above Obama, right?
That's a fact.
Obama wouldn't get elected today by the Democrats with his position, sir.
Hey, at least he got voted by everybody. It wasn't just Obama.
So did Trump.
No, it wasn't no so did Trump.
Absolutely.
It was.
Yeah, absolutely he
That's
did.
a joke. That's like him going to fucking war now.
So you're saying that? So you're saying the election was rigged because it was overwhelmingly people voted for Trump. He even won. He won
They
the.
voted for him.
Okay. So everyone voted
He won
for
the
him.
popular election and the electoral college.
Yeah, he won.
Okay, then.
But
So
guess what? They're crying now, right?
No.
They're crying now, right?
No, they're not.
No, nobody's crying.
They're happy now, right?
Yes.
Okay, they happy. Okay, you know.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a question real quick.
He's a hero now. He got him to talking now. I ain't seen him talk yet.
Who? Trump already actually was talking. I actually played.
He already did address the nation already.
Okay, wow.
All right, hold on. Let me play this for you. Is this what you are in for? Do you agree with this type of behavior right here, my good sir?
No, I don't agree with none of that behavior. Why? What behavior I gotta? Why would you use that for an example? You don't like black?
Because that's democratic. Look, that's what the democratic shit is. This is a democratic held place. This is what they agree with. Okay, well then you agree with it then.
Well, that's what they type of time they on.
See, they always trying to exaggerate. That's just like having somebody beating their meat in front of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I say, oh, this is the way Trump did it, huh? See, here we go again.
I like to imagine that this is what hell looks like. Lord have mercy, man.
That's how it looks like. I know.
Or it's all rainbows and pink shit everywhere.
Always make the black man look bad.
I didn't make it.
They doing this to themselves.
Whoa. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Did I make him dress like that? Did I make him dress like that? It's it's simple, yes or no.
No, sir. But if you did, you shouldn't be putting him on that outfit.
No, Massa made him look like that.
No, that's the type of time that they on. They are on that type of time.
They are on that time, boy.
That's the shit we speaking against. To be honest, we're speaking against that.
It's a video they come up with.
Hey, so you agree with this type of behavior for the black man to be dressed like a little bitch?
I don't agree with that behavior.
Okay, then guess what? Guess what? You agree with every last one of us. Thank you.
I don't.
Yeah. Oh, so you agree with this behavior?
I don't care what he do.
This is crazy.
Hey, what's the difference? Hey, when you got somebody like Vance saying, "Oh, we wiped them out and we're the greatest army and thank God for America," and all
we
this
are.
bullshit he trying to
So you want America to fail? Is what you're saying?
Nah, I don't want America to do shit. I want them to get rid of your heroes and put somebody in there that's decent and respectful.
I agree with you. Get rid of the motherfucking boomers and silent generation. I agree wholeheartedly.
Not the silence, the boomers, yeah, the silence.
Both of them need to go.
No, the silent generation too. The silent generation too, man.
The boomers that bullshit.
What does the silent generation do?
The silent generation's on this. Hey, the silent generation's on this time too.
Yeah, they were the professors that taught the boomers in college.
Okay. Well, then if you put it like that, then yes.
Get them motherfuckers up out of here. I'm sick of these motherfuckers, actually, because they agree with this type of behavior, but then one's like, "Oh no, I don't agree with it." It's either yes or no. Do you agree with the behavior or don't? It's a simple yes or no. Okay, you will be in great company because we all disagree with that behavior. Should no man be dressed up as a fucking woman? None. I don't even know how hard that is to agree with. Do you think men should be dressed up as women? Dude. I'm not being comical. I'm being honest. Do you think men should be dressed up as women?
You comical, dude.
Well,
that ain't a question for me, man. That ain't my.
Obviously, it is. If you believe it, if you agree with what they're saying,
if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do.
No.
I'm worried about how y'all thinking out there.
What are we thinking about?
Sometimes y'all be in left field, sometimes you be in right field.
Hold on. What did I say that you disagree with? Because I literally said I disagree with him. I disagree with him striking Hillary.
You brought up that dude. Put somebody else. Put a white dude up there.
I did. Netanyahu.
Hey, yeah. Put that
there is Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh, okay. So you want a white dude? Hold on 1 second.
We got one for you, Dylan.
I want to be an old ugly ass woman.
Listen, don't worry. Don't worry, bro. I got you, nigga. You think I ain't got this shit in the Rolodex?
I don't know.
Hold on, man. See, you think I'm not an equal opportunist, but I am.
Nice.
I'm an equal opportunist because it was coming next. It was coming next. You just chose not to wait. See that? I got it on deck. I got it on deck.
There is a lot of bigotry that has always been there.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Bullshit.
I don't even want
more
to
Democrat bullshit
to show its face because these people are cowards through and through. I can tell you that much.
You agree with that?
Why do I call them cowards? Because the only power that they have, the only weapon that these people.
Do you agree with that shit? Yes or no, sir?
Yeah, I agree with it.
I bet you do.
I agree with it.
Okay. So so it shouldn't matter if they're black or white, now should it? Yeah. So why do you agree with it? Hold on. Why do you agree with it when there's a white man up there, but don't agree with it when it's a black man?
Hey.
Hmm?
Cause the black man was dancing and the white dude wasn't.
What?
How about that? The black dude was dancing and this one ain't. They just walking around talking.
So you don't think he dances?
I don't see him acting the fool.
All right, well, let's continue. Let's watch them.
People use against us is fear. I guarantee that every time that you go out and you are confident enough and you have the courage to be visible, to be visibly queer, to be visibly transgender, you are saving queer and trans lives.
Because that's what the Democratic Party has embraced.
Only in your mind.
That is the power of visibility.
everybody
I know
else's
it's scary
mind.
right now, but if we stick together, the only way to fight
No, it's
fascism
what we see.
is with unity. And that's exactly what we are doing here today by Gaza.
So Kamala Harris didn't have the running on the protecting trans rights in the campaign trail.
Oh my
Let me ask you a question. So you agree with this trans dude out here motherfucking talking to little children? Because there's children out there. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, then shut the hell up
Don't
then.
be like me. Be better than me.
That's not what he said. That ain't what he said.
You don't know what he said. You wasn't there.
Motherfucker, I can hear what he said on the goddamn video. What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, anybody can make it look that way.
Oh my
Tom, I'm
God.
going to put a story in the back. When Biden invited a tranny to the White House.
Wow.
I keep saying,
what's wrong with that?
Nothing. You like it.
Stevie Wonder, he can't even
I, do you like little white trannies?
Oh, come on. Y'all comical, dude. Hey, why don't y'all just go out for the comedy club and shit with this bull?
We will. We'll get a whole bunch of laughs.
I know.
no, we might get canceled, Tom. We might get canceled.
Deal with the truth.
Hey, here you go. Here you go, sir. This is for you, so you can see it.
I was going to say Dylan Mulvaney. Go ahead, pull him up.
There you go. Oh shit! Well, let me play it.
And I'm going to the White House to speak to the President of the United States. You know that phrase, I fear I may have lost too close to the sun? That's how I feel today, because I get to sit down with Joe Biden and now this news, and I get to ask him a few questions surrounding trans issues in the United States and talk to him about my transness. And I really just want to represent my community the best that I can. And you know what? As silly as I am on here, I'm ready to step up and show that trans people, we're not going anywhere. And that trans kids, they deserve a fighting chance to be their true selves. Okay? Oh my God, I'm running late. Let's go. And y'all are obviously wondering what I'm going to wear to meet the president. Here you go. It's the trans flag colors. Cute, right? It's the heels. Okay, Dylan, you're gonna be great. I love you. Let's go.
Man, you
Come on.
stupid, man. That's all
Do you
I
think I
can
just
say.
knock on the front door? Let's go.
Looking for the president's dog.
Our queen. Love you. I love you. We're about to go. Is there anything in my teeth?
Leaving on cloud 9.
The president of the United States gave me a cookie. He gave me a cookie in the Oval Office. Now here's the question. Do I eat it or do I save it? It has a seal. Please, honestly, tell me.
He probably sniffed your hair too.
I got to pet the dog. I got to pet his dog. I'm still in shock, and don't be mad, but I don't get to post any of the footage until after the interview airs on Sunday night.
All right, so we can stop right there because this motherfucker gets on my goddamn nerves. Now, do you agree with that? Yes. No. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you agree with him?
Hell fucking no. I don't like fags like that. What are you talking about?
What they do to you?
Ain't got to do shit to me.
So
not the gay portion that we have a problem with. It's the attack on masculinity.
Make you like them?
Huh?
What can they do to make you like them?
Not a goddamn thing. Not a goddamn thing. That is a mental disorder. Literally.
Satan got their mind.
That's right, mama. You tell your husband. Satan got their mind. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So who I would want to vote for Trump now?
We can't vote for Trump anymore.
I know, but I'm saying, who's voting that he steals some good?
A lot of people.
Anybody?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
You know his approval rate. You know his approval rate is at 48%, right? 48% is approval rate.
Nah, it ain't no 48%.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
How much?
How did it go? Yeah, fake news. It must have got it from Fox. Last time I know, he wasn't even 40. He was like 39.
Who?
The person he talked. I'm gonna cut it on down.
It's 46%.
It's fake news.
Very well said. And on so Insider
That started
Advantage.
within the
Hold on. It's from the 15th to the 16th. So an Insider Advantage got him at 54%. It just depends on who you ask.
15 to the 6. It's like I said. Before that, it was like 39.
When?
His approval ratings have never been low.
You talking about his first administration?
No, I'm not talking about his first administration. I'm talking about a couple of weeks ago.
Where'd you get this poll from? What was it called?
Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal? Let me look at it. I don't think they do a poll, but if they do, let's look it up.
Whoever.
They're just guessing now?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Somebody did it.
Mm-hmm.
It was on all the news and stuff.
No, what?
It was on all the news.
Okay.
And we don't talk about less than 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was below 40.
On April 18th, his approval rating was 44. So when are we talking about?
I'll go back a couple more days then. Because I know when I seen the last
44.
it wasn't even 2 weeks.
Okay. It doesn't really matter. All it matters is today. Today is 46. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He stopped the war from starting, I think.
No, this was June 15th to June 16th. It was.
He dropped
46.
some bombs on somebody.
Yeah. Obviously, people agree. People agree with dropping bombs on motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it, but some people do.
Like I said, the war ain't started yet.
Oh, okay. When is it supposed to start?
Those ships haven't turned around yet. I hate to tell you, he getting ready to send them. I know where he's going, so you'll see. I don't know when it's gonna start. I just know it's gonna start.
Who's the war between?
It's gonna go across. It ain't gonna be in Asia. Come on here. It ain't gonna be in Asia. It's gonna be in Africa.
Oh, the war's gonna be in Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's like in Africa.
I got Oreo cookie ice cream with the Oreo cookie. Can you give me some?
Why are they gonna fight in Africa, sir?
Hey, cause your boy got mad and told him to get out his country, and he refused to meet with Trump. So
who are you talking about?
I know.
Who we fighting in Africa?
Don't worry about it. It ain't no news. It's black folks. You don't know about black folks.
They ain't black. Them motherfucking Africans, nigga.
I know. They ain't South Africans like they said. The same ones that snuck in here talking about the same ones talking about they was ran out. Talking about fucking people invading our
You
country.
understand that people don't want them motherfuckers here. Most people I know said they want them motherfuckers to go back to Africa.
Well, why the fuck do they get the cut line and y'all be happy?
Who's happy with it?
Who's happy with it?
I said 100-year ban on immigration, period, whether legal or illegal. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
So you keep saying shit that no one up here has said, oh, we want them motherfuckers here. So why are you putting things on people, a group of people that didn't say that?
Hey, if the fucking shoe fit, wear it. You know who don't want people in
That
this
ain't what it is.
country? That
ain't what it is. We don't want them.
And they ain't the only ones. Another group that came in too.
Who? Who's this group?
Another
Where they from?
group that snuck over here.
They ain't sneak. It was all on TV. It wasn't sneaking at all.
Well, how come the Israelis made it over here?
What Israelis?
Hey, the ones that left the country because their country was on the war.
What?
Yeah. They got on those last planes. They got some of those Israeli people and sent them to America. But you didn't. I guess that's the part of the news you didn't get.
No, because I don't watch the news. I told you that. You don't listen to.
Fucking start watching the news.
Well, they were. So what it was said is they were. Hello. They were Americans.
That was DeSantis that did that, and they're Americans. DeSantis went on a whole thing with a big group of whatever his crew was. He didn't go. And brought Americans back to Florida on his own. Well, not on his own, but you know what I mean. We didn't go rescue other people. And who says that Africa wants a bunch of these idiots coming in overwhelming their country? Has anybody asked Africa if they want that?
Come to America. Y'all worry about people getting in, but now they talk about too many of them left, so they can't put roofs on the house.
Why don't you have a shirt on though?
Well, the video that you sent me, sir, was literally AI generated. But you know what? Let me play the video for everyone so they can see what you sent to me.
It don't matter. You ain't got to show it. It don't matter to me.
Okay.
All I know is they list South Africans over here. They got
okay, and we don't care about. We want them to go back to South Africa.
You got.
We're not talking about none of the planes that's going to China, Africa, Europe. All of those people getting deported too.
We want them all to go back.
All of them getting deported.
Can we buy him a ticket to Africa?
You want a ticket to Africa, Dad?
You want to go to Africa?
You got the money?
I'll send you to Africa.
It's a one-way ticket, though. It's a one-way ticket.
I'll find my way back if I want to come back.
No, you won't allow. Not allowed.
Nah.
The African people said that you have to stay.
You got
It don't matter to me.
They got a hut for you.
All I'm worried about, shit gonna happen when all these motherfuckers leave. What y'all gonna say then?
Nothing.
That's what I'm gonna be waiting on.
Okay. So you know they did a raid in Michigan, right? They did a raid in Michigan, right? And got out 145 different illegals and sent them back to wherever they came from, right?
And
guess what happened?
Out of Indiana too.
Yeah. Guess what happened? Guess what happened? Guess what happened? People filled those jobs within a day.
I'm putting in job applications.
Oh yeah,
I'm putting in job applications.
That plant then 2 days later was in full operation in Nebraska.
With probably union employees getting their fair pay and all this other bullshit.
We'll see if y'all telling the truth.
You want me to pull up the article?
I pulled the article.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a couple of days, a month or so.
Matter of fact, I'm going to put in an application right now.
That's good too.
Do you want to see the AI generated motherfucking goddamn video?
I'm not worried about you, bro.
This shit was so stupid. Hold on.
I'm ruining your show, so
you ain't ruining shit. You ain't ruining nothing.
Inside, in the name of security, thousands of undocumented workers are being removed, but no one planned for what happens next. In just 2 weeks, California's Central Valley lost over 4,000 agricultural workers. Crops are rotting in the fields. Supermarkets are reporting price spikes on produce.
Yeah,
Farmers
I
say
sent you that.
can't even find people to pick the food anymore. In Texas, over
Tom,
1,200 construction.
Yes, sir.
when did they start growing pineapples in California?
I don't know. I don't know, dog. That's why I said this is AI generated. He just don't understand it is.
Construction projects have halted. Bridges, homes, highways abandoned mid-build. Everyone's afraid to show up.
That's
said
an
a
abandoned ship
contractor.
in the Middle
Nursing
East.
homes across Florida now report staff shortages.
Nursing homes across Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So you say they all good, huh?
Absolutely.
Hey, so the little news that I just brought.
I'm in Florida. It ain't never said. What are you talking about? This shit.
Of 30 to 50%. Elderly patients left unbathed, unfed, or alone for hours.
Outta here.
One facility shut down completely after half its staff were detained.
What was the hospital called?
Don't worry about it, bro.
I'm telling you, it is
okay.
AI generated bullshit.
Okay. It's all bullshit. Okay, it's just cool. I'm done.
Even listen, the name of the motherfucker gives it away. News headlines.
I mean, hey, we all know that. Hey, I just sent you that because of certain. I get tired of hearing your mouth about illegal aliens.
The U.S. cracked down hard, but forgot one thing. These illegals were the ones keeping the system running. Now garbage piles up in L.A. Kids are pulled from daycare as caretakers vanish. Breaking news. America is...
Come on, man.
Don't even worry about it,
Come
bro.
on, man.
It ain't gonna happen, huh? But that's good,
That's
man.
crazy,
Just go on and
cuz.
take that shit off.
Sir, that literally was AI generated.
I know.
That's a lie.
It literally was.
That's a lie. There was assortment non-pops. He catching you with the bullshit. Those videos, you can literally put those videos in the app and it'll find you where each one of those videos, it was just a placement over a voice. It's not AI generated. Now I can show you an AI generated video where the nigga fuck around and have 6 fingers and then he have some other shit
I'm not
popping.
talking about those.
That's AI
I'm not
generated. Good job, Pops. W.
There's more than that kind of motherfucking AI generated. That's why your ass keep losing.
My goal is
it literally was AI generated.
Hey, why don't you get them motherfuckers that let them come in there, come up there in Florida and all that shit.
And do what?
And the aliens, whoever, it don't matter.
Y'all
don't say nothing about the South Africans and the
We don't want none of them. None. Zero.
I don't hear you calling your goddamn congressman.
My congressman know what I said because I don't like that motherfucker. Me and him don't get along. I told him I'm coming for his job. I told the nigga, I sent him an email said I'm coming for his job. I don't like him.
It don't even matter, bro. Hey, y'all continue y'all show.
I'm
out. Deuces, man.
Man, you know what I'm seeing for all these nursing home shortages in Florida, Tom? I'm seeing stories from 2022, 2023, and 2024 when Trump wasn't president.
It was underneath the COVID shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because Florida mandated more nurses in nursing homes.
Yeah.
To care for its patients.
This shit is crazy. I know this shit is crazy. Anyway, damn, it's 11 already. This shit was good.
Well, I put a link in the back about the meat processing plant in Nebraska. Sir.
Okay,
that's a whole fact. I got something in the back for you too.
You don't care what. You don't care.
No, I know. I know. Look like. We're gonna show you what it look like. We're gonna show you the best of the best. It's how it's supposed to be.
Look at OG up here running OD for the whole.
You know what time it is. What we doing him? He see it back there in the back. That's just for you, my good sir.
Why you showing that little Chinese kid fighting for his food?
You see what I'm saying? But that's AI generated.
Yes, and so was that OG. There's more than one kind of AI generated.
I know, Mayo, but it's in it that also means that it don't have to be AI generated because certain things on there wasn't messed up like the AI generation, right? It's always, and again, the people who make this type of stuff that we know of, But the type of stuff that we see, bro, just because they show a video where they say something happened in America, like us growing pineapples and stuff like this, that wasn't fake. That was somewhere else. That wasn't here in America. They were just saying it was here.
But they said it was here in America. They literally said it was in California.
Listen to what I'm saying, Mayo. I understand that part. But what you just got through saying on the screen with that little baby and what you call it, that's AI generated. We got people that's professional at doing this online, like people like B Baller and other people that come up here, bro. Like, and they literally told us this type of stuff. There's certain things that you look for. There's certain stuff. Now, what we just got through saying was something that OG Do Dirty can make on CapCut.
Yeah,
I can't make an AI generated video on CapCut because I can't make those characters do all the stuff that B Baller.
Well, no, but AI can make that for you too.
Yeah, I know that, Mayo, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you can't just bust out and say it's AI generated. It could have been somebody making a false narrative like they do on every other platform, sir. That's why I say he got W's. Because I didn't see nothing that was off on none of those videos. Those videos was pulled from different sources, and the voice that was over it. I literally just made a video of it.
Oh, gee,
I literally just did one the other day.
Let me ask you a
video
question.
with my boy saying stupid shit over several videos.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you a question. If I can pull up ChatGPT right now and say, give me a real life fucking example of things happening in California and blah, 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 blah. Do you think it's going to come up with that same shit that we just saw? Or do you think it's going to pull from different media sources, old fucking clips and put them together in one video and then send it back to me?
They ain't going to do exactly what they did, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, that's all I want to say. So it wasn't a W.
Because basically, I got ChatGPT. No, I got ChatGPT, and what they going? I'll let you finish. Okay, I got ChatGPT, and what they do is they're going to send you those. It's going to send you information, but it's not going to send it to you like you expecting. It's going to send it to you like a whole finished video. You go ahead and try it because I didn't already done it before, right? So because I wanted to grow on short, so I was like, you know what? I just let this motherfucker generate me something. And I listened to you and several other people's and went and downloaded certain stuff to do this. And when I did it, what I came out with was something that I knew was that was AI generated, because some of the stuff that was on there, like I said, it was showing me certain things, bro, that I know that weren't supposed to be on there. That's how I know it was like that Chinese video with the damn chicken and shit. Certain shit was fucked up, but it tried to, okay, that wasn't what you're talking about. So again, if you can prove it to me, go ahead and do it by ChatGPT, put it on the screen, let us see it.
Well,
the same thing on my phone.
That's
like I literally got it. I downloaded the shit. Pay $2 a month for it.
Hell no, nigga, you crazy as a motherfucker, nigga. I ain't paying $20 for none of that nigga shit. Fucking ChatGPT. I'm too poor.
Anybody that thinks that the buildings they showed, those wrecked, abandoned hulls of concrete structures, were current construction projects is crazy.
Yeah. Well, so hold up. Hey, they want me to buy shit. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying that shit. Fuck them motherfuckers, man.
What, Wall Street Journal?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get their money. Damn in the New York Times.
The first paragraph, sir.
Okay.
That tells you everything you need to know about.
That John felt fortunate to have landed a new job at a meat packing plant in the stagnant prairie town she's long called home. She earns $24.50 an hour, far more than she made as a convenience store clerk, custodian, or construction flagger. Has health insurance for the first time in over 20 years, but she always feels stress of learning her quality control duties, such as scrutinizing meat cuts and moving along the line, ensuring that work properly sanitize their tools days before the May blah 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 blah. I can't read the rest of it. It's going off.
Okay. Yeah, but they're also offering now they're offering ergonomic workstations and no night shift to attract American workers. Sounds like a win.
No, that's why I said the fact of the matter is these goddamn Democrats only want slave labor. They only want to. Who's going to wash your floor? Who's going to clean your house? Who's going to? That sounds like modern day slavery to me.
Who gonna clean your toilets? Who was that? That was Kelly Osbourne, sir, 10 years ago.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But
right on the View.
On the motherfucking View. All right. So in Alabama, Trump's approval rating is 62%. In Alaska, 49%. Arizona, 50%. Arkansas 61, California 33, Colorado 39, Connecticut 40, Delaware 36, Florida 53, Georgia 46, Hawaii 26, Idaho 66, Illinois 37, Indiana 57, Iowa 49. That's what was that? Iowa? Yeah, Iowa 49, Kansas 57, Kentucky 59, Louisiana 56, Maine 40, Maryland 30, Massachusetts 32, Michigan 47. That's pretty hot. Minnesota 43. That's high for Minnesota. Jeez. Mississippi.
Connecticut was pretty high for Connecticut too.
Yeah. Missouri 54, Montana 56, Nebraska 54, Nevada 47, New Hampshire 41. That's pretty damn high. New Jersey 40, New Mexico 45, New York 38. That's high. North Carolina 47, North Dakota 67, Ohio 50, Oklahoma 63. Where you at, Dad? 63%. Where you at, that Trump approval rating. Oregon 37, Rhode Island 46.
That's high.
No, 36. 36. The other one was Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was 46. Rhode Island was 36. South Carolina 55. South Dakota 58. Tennessee 59. Texas 50. Utah 56. Vermont 26. Damn, that's crazy. But doesn't surprise
Bernie
me.
Sanders state, man.
Absolutely. That's why I said New York was pretty. That was crazy from New York. What is this one? Virginia 42. Washington State 36. West Virginia 60 fucking 8. God damn. Wisconsin 45. Wyoming 69%. And that is it for the states. So to say, if you look at the states that do not support him the most or below 40%, are all our liberal states. We already know that. We count those out before we even think about the shit.
And those Ohio numbers were before they also announced what they were going to do to the victims of the train fire in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
What was Texas numbers again?
50.
50.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Mm.
But you know, those are also screwed because a lot of those numbers are screwed because they're concentrating on the cities. Be honest, they're calling people in the major cities. And they're calling the boomers because they're the only people that answer a fucking strange goddamn phone call.
Most of them still got landlines. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about Australia, New Zealand? We don't even know.
We don't care about Australia and New Zealand. They don't vote in our elections.
Yeah.
Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah.
Apparently the 51st and 52nd state now? I don't know.
We don't even know what. You know what's funny? We don't even know how motherfucking Puerto Rico stand because we don't care. We don't care. Same thing with the Virgin Islands. We don't care.
Mm-hmm. Guam.
We don't care. American Samoa. We don't care.
Don't care.
Know why? Because they're not actual states. So it is what it is. Let's see what's on this because we pretty much beat this dead horse. These motherfuckers. Oh shit! That's fucking erased. Not. God damn it.
It's ridiculous, man. It always comes back to Trump.
Never fails. It's always the boomers.
But what did amaze me though is that first. You're right, dude. I went back and looked at those newscasts from like CNN of them saying that it was masterful.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That there was no leaks, nothing.
That they refueled the whole fucking way without landing. I said, damn. CNN's giving them fucking props.
Yep, without communications, nothing. Took off from Missouri. And faked everybody out.
Yeah, they went two different directions too.
Yeah, they went to the Pacific. They literally staged shit in Diego Garcia as a mask.
Yeah. All right. So what we're gonna do? We got about 45 minutes, right? If you are on the what is it, YouTube or Facebook, we are going over to X and Rumble and Kick, because Kick's all right with me saying shit. So we gonna Kick. So we got the three: Rumble, Kick, and X.
Rumble.
But the main page is gonna be running off of Rumble, like OG said. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if you want to come, because you know what time it is. I gotta fucking make that drop. I don't know why I keep fucking waiting on it. I have the drop for it too, mate. OG. I just haven't done it yet.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, all that, and when it comes up, it has an X thing crossing out and shit. Oh, it's pretty nice. I haven't done. I just haven't uploaded it yet. But where's my chat? Okay, here is the Rumble link. If you want to come over to Rumble and watch the motherfucking rest of the show till 12 o'clock, be my guest. Other than that, thank y'all for being here. Tomorrow is another frauditor or auditor. I have a good show. I got a good show tomorrow, bro.
I got 2 videos, bro. That's I'm fan. I said, oh, see, Tom gonna love these right here. But we get W's for being these niggas. I ain't even gonna tell you what they got, but it was so good. I was like, boy, this nigga, and then it's exactly what you said last week fucking happened. I say, this nigga gonna love this one. He said it too. So
now what's happened? But we over here. Check us out tomorrow. We're gonna be on the same things. OG, we'll have OG's page up here tomorrow. Right along with it. Fucking OG, mine, everything's gonna be up here all along together. We're trying to get this bitch blasted out to the rest of the world so we can have many people up in here and learning new shit about law that we don't know, or if you do know, it's a refresher course and all the other good shit. But thank y'all for coming out here on the YouTube side of the page. You gotta go. I'm sorry. We gotta get you up out of there. Bye.